Broke Oklahoma. It's football night in Oklahoma. Thursday, a fall break. Two broke tag host. Charlie Hanema coming top. Pike. Clamp. 5. Cold wind. Little nice weather tonight. Is comfortable. Have it fake. Then 2 3.
They're struggling a little. Quite Zach jumping in and out of. Then it passed. Do know one, whatever they do, line up that power.
Ours go as the here is a dual cut. Phase lost. Good. Guff. Williams. Fab, what? Rotate. Talk. This. Not that Jordan talent. Just
well, especially that's just pep best. Or the can't be rotating people. Safe. But the only good thing that we have we have 12, believe, tackle, seven counter tackle. So, dude, these people kind of
fumble last 3. Dominant. 7. Up. 100 rushing. 200 up coming out.
Power, like a Santa Fe. What's the unique? It's how Coach Book moves good, especially team. For me, it will be. We'll move around, but he does a lot of shifts, trades. He changes strength. He moves from one back, and and he's going to run the power. So he's attacking.
100. I've had in the pipeline is looking. Whoop.
But at the end. Okay. Yep. With all of crucial that teach tech people they tackle just having that be
Edmond Santa Fe is on the way. Catch bank. Tack. playing the we'll be back here in like half, and Spav and I'll get up and we'll throw it down to you. Yeah, that'd be good. Give me another mic.
1 2 testing, check 1 2. Hello, test 1 2. Ryan Wyckoff on the field.
Perfect. Coughing on me?
Yes.
Third.
This ArrowVision broadcast is copyrighted by Broken Arrow Public Schools for the private use of our audience. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the expressed written consent of Broken Arrow Public Schools.
Welcome to Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Tiger football is on the air. Tonight, the number 2 Broken Arrow Tigers try to go to 6-1 on the season, 4-0 in district play. Alongside my partner, Steve Spavital, I'm Charlie Hanema as we get you set for this Thursday night fall break matchup. Coach Spav, Tigers really got it done on the ground last week. Sanchez Banks and Michael Matthews, 2 guys we hadn't heard a lot about, but incredible showings from both of them and this offensive line.
And, they'll continue that because, we're looking at controlling the line of scrimmage, and we're so good at that offensively and defensively. So I think that's one main thing that's going to be it's going to be crucial, but we're going to see that happening tonight. We will control the line of scrimmage. Secondly, I would just love to see our special teams be more active. They need to create more opportunities for our offense and defense with field position and things. We have the athletes to do that. We have the speed and things, but we have to be more active on special teams.
We touched on Sanchez Banks a little bit. Let's go down to the third member of our crew, Ryan Wyckoff, for more on the Tiger running back. Ryan?
Yeah, Charlie, we talked, you guys have been talking a lot about Sanchez Banks, but I'm going to talk about him again because we talk about players who make plays. Last week, like you said, breakout game. Before that, he had around 200 yards on the season. Well, after last week, he broke out and doubled that, had 204 yards. He's right at 400 yards for the season. And, man, let me tell you something else I noticed. He's a big guy. You can see that on paper. But one thing I noticed, you look at a Kewan Tolbert, big arms, he's cut up. But you look at Sanchez Banks, and that guy's legs are huge. A key player in last week's game. I think he's going to be a key player in this week's game. I look for him to make a big difference tonight.
Ryan, thank you. Yeah, it's going to be hard to arm tackle him in this battle.
Oh, there's no doubt. You can't, And their defense is going to have to really be sound tonight. They're going to have to line up, adjust, and it's going to be really difficult for them, and they need to focus on it. And then they're going to have to try to play man with our receivers, and that's almost impossible.
Edmond Santa Fe won the toss and deferred to the second half, so the Tigers will start with the football. They'll travel from north to south. That'll be just a little bit into the wind. The calm winds to start this one here on the American flag. Caleb Belimowitz is the kicker for Santa Fe. It'll be Torrey Dillard back to return with Michael Matthews and Bryce Machota flanking him on the outsides. Glad you're with us for Tiger football, and we are ready to get it hooked up on Fall Break Thursday as the sun goes down here in Broken Arrow. Harold Alspaugh is our referee. He has blown it in, and we're ready to go. Belimowitz gets his right foot into it. It's a driving kick, but returnable. Dillard fields it over his head at the 3. He's at the 15, stretching up that far side left at the 20, 25, 30. Still on his feet. One man to beat is the 40. Outruns the kicker, and Belimowitz finally pulls him down, and he gets forced out of bounds across the 50 right at the Santa Fe 45-yard line. So a nice return.
Just what I was talking about. We need special teams need to be active tonight, and that's a perfect example right there. You know, he didn't do anything fancy, he just ran right down the sideline. What was interesting was their kickoff team, how they stacked everybody. That's just so the defense, you know, your return team can't just eyeball a certain man to block.
52-yard return for Torrey Dillard. Line of scrimmage is the Santa Fe 45-yard line. Jake Raines under center, takes the snap, hands off to Sanchez Banks on the first play of the game. Banks rumbles forward close to the line to gain. They'll mark him down at the 36-yard line. A nice 9-yard gain on first down for Banks.
Yeah, he kind of surprised everybody the way he shifted over, and then he ran counter back, and he cut that thing back up in the middle there and made some great yardage. He found the cutback.
31 carries, 204 yards, 4 touchdowns last week for Sanchez Banks in that 55-14 win at Westmore. Here we go, 2nd and 1. Jake Raines back to pass, firing, has a man caught. That's Keller for the first down across the 30 and brought down at the 27. A First National Bank first down and a nice completion to Isaiah Keller.
Well, I like seeing this. This is unbalanced. He's running twins. He's running a 2-back formation and having the twins on the same side as the tight end. Tight end's ineligible, but of course the idea is just to basically be able to run the power and make them adjust because there's no one backside.
They'll spot him at the 28. Jake Raines out of the gun. Takes the shotgun snap, hands off to Banks. Banks straight ahead into the line, still rumbling back toward this near side right. Give him a couple on the play.
Well, he fought for that couple. He did a good job. You know, he's hit the line of scrimmage and kept driving his feet and got the couple of yards there.
Jalen Williams on the stop for Santa Fe. The Wolves back in this 4-3 front. It's been a while since we've seen a lot of those. Norman and Westmore went with the 3-man front. So did Jenks. 2nd and 8 now here from the 26-yard line. Raines fires. That's caught by Dillard to the 20. Cuts upside and cuts inside the hash marks into the Matt McCoy State Farm red zone. Spot him down at the 13, where it's another First National Bank first down.
And he lost his balance, or he would have probably scored on that one. I'm telling you, I haven't seen very many defensive linemen in my time lately that have 4-point stance. I mean, their stances are terrible.
Jake Raines, 2 of 2 on the night passing. This is a handoff here on first down. Sanchez Banks up the middle, still rumbling. Man, he's tough to get down. He's inside the 10. He's at the 7-yard line. Broken Arrow having...
That was great offensive line play right there.
Spav Tigers just having no trouble at all moving in here.
Well, he's mixing his formations. He's doing a great job. He's shifting, trading. And in that situation, you know, those linemen have poor stances, defensive linemen. And they stand up. I mean, their feet are so far, they stand up. And we just really hammer them quite a bit there. When you stand up and you stand up in place, so we have 2 steps on you right now.
It's a timeout on the field, and they're looking up at the press box. Referee Harold Alspaugh has been talking with Coach Alexander and is pointing at something. Now they're trying to communicate who knows what. Ryan, can you get a read on what's going on?
I think it was time change.
Yeah, Coach A is getting someone on administration to switch something. The referee saw something he didn't like, and they are taking care of it. I'm not sure.
That's Harold.
They were looking over. The assistant athletic director, Melinda Knights, was going over to the student section there to check out something. We're about ready to get things going, though. 2nd and 3 from the 8-yard line. Raines, pass complete to Keller. He's got room, and Keller dives for the pylon, and he's in. Touchdown, Broken Arrow.
I tell you what, they play with zero effort. This is supposed to be the 10th ranked team in the state, and they play with zero effort.
Nice job by Torrey Dillard there to seal the edge for the touchdown block there. Tyler Crawford's on for the point after. 23 of 23 so far this season. Snap spot. Crawford's left-footed extra point is up and good with 9:40 to go in the game, or the first, I should say. It's Broken Arrow 7, Edmond Santa Fe nothing. This is Broken Arrow football.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow is known for offering nice deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, but we don't stop there. Matthews Ford helps to keep your vehicle running right in the quick lane. Tires, brakes, batteries, oil service, you name it, the factory-trained experts at Quick Lane can handle it, and on your schedule. Give it a try. You'll see why life is better in the quick lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
To go here in the first. Broken Arrow leading Edmond Santa Fe 7-0. It was a 6-play, 45-yard touchdown drive. Took 2 minutes and 20 seconds, capped off by a Jake Raines to Isaiah Keller touchdown. It's Keller's 4th touchdown of the season as Tyler Crawford's kickoff goes into the end zone for yet another touchback. Edmond Santa Fe will start at its own 20 with senior quarterback Jorgen Olsen. 961 passing yards on the season, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He also has 7 rushing touchdowns, 483 yards on the ground. He had 4 total touchdowns last week in Santa Fe's 69-14 win over Enid.
Well, he's a big factor in the run game, too, and they've got good receivers. I see him stacking them right now. This is so we won't be able to man them up real easily.
Ethan Heitch is his tailback. He takes this carry here on 1st and 10 and gets a nice initial burst forward across the 25 to the 28.
Yeah, fast hitting play.
Tigers in their black home jerseys with the gold numbers and white trim, but the white pants tonight as they mix it up. Santa Fe in the announcer's dream, all white with silver numbers and green trim, green helmets. 2nd and 2 from the 28-yard line. And Santa Fe moves before the snap. It was the left guard who was just a little bit anxious to try and block Jalen Moss.
Yeah, I would be too. He's, as active as our D-line is, that's going to be kind of tough on them. Their offensive line, their guards especially, I've seen on film, are the weakest of their linemen by far. Now what they're doing is they're running trips to one side, they're stacking the 2 inside guys, and then they're shading the back to the trip side.
After the penalty, it's 2nd and 7. Olsen rolling out to his right side under pressure, fires, has a man open, and it's going to be caught close to the sideline. They're going to give it to him. It was Talon Shetron who hauls it in. He was all alone and has the Santa Fe first down in Broken Arrow territory at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that was a total breakdown on us. He was wide open. If he could throw it on target or throw it on time, I mean, there was no one within 15 yards of him. Just ran a sprint out play is what they did.
First and 10 from the Broken Arrow 49-yard line. This is a give to Heitch straight up the middle, and that got a yard, if that. Parker Darnell, Jalen Moss in on the tackle for the Tigers. Campbell Yeager was in there too.
Well, this is where we need to be careful. You know, we run that dive. They run that dive play in there, and our defensive end crashes really hard. But no one was on the quarterback. If he pulls that thing, then he's around that edge really quick.
8:13 to go, first quarter. Broken Arrow 7, Edmond Santa Fe nothing. Tigers march down the field in 6 plays in their opening drive. This is the first possession for the Santa Fe offense. Olsen takes the snap, play fake, rolling to his left, fires, has a man. That's complete to Caden Atticus. He spins off another man and still is loose. Somebody lost a shoe, it looks like. They're going to get him to the 41-yard line where it will be 3rd and 2.
Darian had it covered really well. Just didn't make the play. That Atticus he's a pretty big boy.
3rd and 2 from the Broken Arrow 41-yard line. 7:35 to go, opening quarter. 7-0 Tigers. Olsen out of the gun, takes the snap, gives to Heitch. He's close to the line to gain. Looks like he's got it. Zeno Marcaselli on the tackle, but not before Santa Fe gets to the Broken Arrow 38-yard line and moves the chains.
Well, this is a pretty good concept by them. They're not a great zone blocking team that I've seen them film, so they're hitting these little quick action plays. So allowing them to block better.
1st and 10, Santa Fe at the 38-yard line. Olsen rolling to his right, fires, caught. It's Shetron again, his second catch of the drive. He gets to the 29-yard line before he's brought down by Javian Franklin.
And I tell you, Bryce was in the right position. That quarterback did a great job by throwing it over his head, and this guy made a jumping catch.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 1 coming here. Olsen going to keep it himself. Quarterback power here. He's close to the 20.
Well, that was that play. He did it a little quicker than he should have, I think. But that's that play where I told you if he kept the ball, he would be. We didn't have anybody on the quarterback, and that was the same as there. But he ran it a little too quick, and we were able to come from backside and make some good tackles.
Santa Fe putting a little drive together here. Wolves down to the Broken Arrow 22-yard line. 6:15 to go, opening quarter. Broken Arrow leading 7-0. Olsen, quick hitter pass here. That's caught by Caraway. Caraway gets a couple to the 20 before Darian Moss brings him down. Brandon Caraway, a senior receiver for Santa Fe, came into the game with 18 catches for 371 yards and 2 touchdowns.
It's going to be hard for them to make a living doing that, doing those wide screens, those smokes, bubbles, because our defenders, our defensive backs are just great at penetrating and making plays.
5:40 to go, opening quarter. 7-0 Broken Arrow. 2nd and 8 for Santa Fe, right at the BA 20-yard line. Olsen, handoff here up the middle of the Heitch. He has a seam. Nice job by Adonis Ballard to hang on tight for the tackle, because if he didn't stop him, Heitch had a whole bunch of room.
Well, they trapped him. They pulled backside and trapped it. They trapped our end and then cut it up in there. This way they have angles. You just go down, 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 then trap out.
Gain of 5 down to the 15 where it's 3rd and 3. 2 receivers left, 1 right for Santa Fe and senior quarterback Jorgen Olsen. Olsen takes the snap, hands off to Heitch. Straight ahead, Brandon Barwig on the tackle there. Nice job keeping him short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down and 1.
And of course, they ran that trap again.
Offense stays on the field for Santa Fe head coach Kyle White. It'll be 4th and 1.
Well, I think we're going to see the quarterback run the football. The quarterback, the quarterback is added in the run game, and I think we're going to see him run the ball right now. They got 2 backs there, or 2 fullback situation there, 3 back. There it is, right
Olsen
there. Just
takes
running
the
the
snap,
power.
quarterback power to the right side.
He may not get it.
They've got him close to the line to gain. I think they're going to move him. Yep, they're moving him on that far side. It was not picked up by a whole lot, but Olsen did get there.
That was good defense on us. because I think we realized what they were going to do. They had the 2 fullbacks and, of course, the back, so they had 3 people leading on the block and him coming behind it. And we did a good job. I mean, they had 1 yard to go, and they made 1 in 1.5.
4:08 to go, first quarter. Broken Arrow 7, Edmond Santa Fe nothing. Tigers got on the board on an Isaiah Keller touchdown catch. Santa Fe's trying to answer. Olsen takes the snap, gives to Heitch, straight ahead, but Gino Marcaselli grabs him and suplexes him back down to the turf right at the 11-yard line. So short gain there on first down.
We're getting tougher here in the red zone. I'm kind of liking that because typically in the red zone, our opponents will score, around 75% of the time. So we need to, we are really stiffening up right now.
Second and a long 9. Olsen's going to throw for it, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Shetron over the top there, covered by Javian Franklin, and it falls incomplete, 3rd and long.
Yeah, run the play action slant. They do that a lot, and that's, if you notice what happens, they get down the red zone, and now their offense has changed from what they've done driving all the way down the field. That's good because our defense is basically dictating to them right now.
3rd and 10, 3 receivers left for Santa Fe. Olsen takes the snap, play fake, under pressure, now scrambling to his right, trying to get to that outside. He's got a seam for the 5, close to the end zone, and in. Touchdown, Santa Fe.
Boy, that was close, too. That quarterback did a fine job on that one.
Jorgen Olsen pulls the ball down and had enough room to outrun the Tiger linebacking core to that far pylon.
Well, we had great pressure, Hardaway and Darnell had great pressure on the edges, but he stepped up into the pocket and then bounced out.
Caleb Bewimowitz on for the extra point, snap spot, and it's through right into the Pride. So with 3:16 to go in the opening quarter, we're tied at 7. Spav, what do you take away from that opening drive?
Well, with us, it was impressive what we did, mixing up the formations. What they did was a little different than what I've seen them. They were really adding the trap game in there. They very few times they just give the ball off in some type of a zone. They're trapping, their quarterback keeping the football. They're throwing really nice routes. They have a good system there. They run a sprint out. They ran a bootleg. They're mixing what they are throwing the game, and then quick traps is what they're doing. And that really helps their offensive line because now they can block down in a hurry instead of trying to zone block. They can't zone block us because we're just too big and strong.
Congratulations to the Broken Arrow Tigers softball team with an 8-1 win today in the first round of the state tournament. The Tigers will take on the winner of Westmore or Owasso. That game down in Shawnee in the state semifinals tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Congratulations to Coach King and his team. It was a 14-play, 80-yard drive for Santa Fe. 6 minutes, 24 seconds. The scoring play, a 10-yard touchdown run by Jorgen Olsen, as Belimowitz's kick is going to be returnable. No, it's bobbled by Torrey Dillard, and now it rolls into the end zone for a touchback. Holy smokes.
Man.
Dillard had a chance to return it at the 1, and then it went off his hands and then fell in the end zone for a touchback. So we'll take it.
Absolutely.
Average field position for Broken Arrow so far this year, the Tigers have started at their own 44-yard line compared to their opponents starting at their own 21. The first drive started in Santa Fe territory. This one will start at the BA 20. 3:15 to go, opening quarter. 7-7 our score. Twins left for Broken Arrow. Jake Raines out of the gun, claps his hands for the shotgun snap. It's low, he fumbled it, and he'll just fall on it back at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, it's those little things. We've got to get our mindset right.
Second and 18 coming here after that one, all the way back at the 12-yard line.
Well, we'll throw the football, and of course, obviously, we average about 13.1 per pass, 1 point yards.
Raines back to fire out of the gun. Has Keller on the far side. That's caught. He's spun down across the 20 at the 24. It'll be 3rd down and about 6.
And that's what you want to do. What he did is, here we are, 18. Let's don't go for the 18 yards for first. Let's work our downage and get the first down. So right now it's 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 6, and it's easy. It's easier conversion.
Twins right for the Tigers. Raines ready to throw again out of the shotgun under pressure. Shakes off a man. He's hit and fumbled. They're going to say the ball came free. It sure looked like Raines' knee was down, but they're going to say fumble, and they're going to give the ball to Santa Fe.
I think he was on the ground, yes. Let me look at the replay here. Down. Well, he's down. The knee's down.
Blake Montgomery credited with the recovery. Boy, that was very interesting choice of rule interpretation.
Yeah. Well, he came off. They had a defensive guy coming off the edge clean, and it just.
Here comes Santa Fe. First attempt for 14. They give it to Heitch up the middle. Zeno Marcaselli on the tackle, but not before Heitch gets down to the 11.
We're fitting in that really well because we're actually playing that pretty nice because they're running a trap. They're trapping the end. And we're able to come underneath that trap and make some plays. So we're eliminating what they can do. Even though they had a 2-yard gain on it, that's pretty sound.
Trips left for Santa Fe. 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line. 1:30 to go, first quarter. Tied at 7. Wolves working here with the short field. It's Jorgen Olsen riding it to Heitch, gives it to him. He's going to stretch inside the 5. Darian Moss held on for dear life and made the tackle just short of the goal line, inside the 2 at the 1.
That running back's pretty tough, isn't it? Well, they didn't trap that play. What they did is they just basically gave a quick handoff, and he just kind of found the hole and went for it. So he didn't cut it across. He kind of stuck it, which is quite unusual what they have been doing.
1st and goal, Santa Fe at the 1-yard line. Heitch is the setback behind Jorgen Olsen with 2 H-backs in front of him. They're going to give it to Heitch. He cuts it outside to the right. He's got a seam, and he's in for a Santa Fe touchdown.
Yeah, they ran that basically that diamond look we used to call. You got the 2 fullbacks, the quarterback in the gun, and a tailback behind him. It's balanced. It's a balanced formation. And what they did is they ran the power play, and he bounced it. We played it well inside, but he bounced it. We didn't have anybody on the edge.
Belimowitz comes on for the extra point. Jorgen Olsen, the quarterback, will hold. As Santa Fe takes advantage of a questionable turnover. Snap spot. Line drive extra point is no good.
Yeah,
so
that could
54
be a
seconds,
ball game right
54
there.
seconds to go in the first. It's 13-7 Santa Fe. Wolves needed just 3 plays and 1:07 to go, 14 yards for the score there to make it 13-7.
Okay, now, last time we had our return, we keep talking about our special teams need to be active. Well, here's another good moment here. Let's get the ball in good field position. Let's return that thing. We've got the athletes to do it. We got the speed out there to do it. We need another fine return like we did before. And if we can get the ball around the 50-yard line, then that's just solid. That's perfect.
Torrey Dillard will be the deep man again for the Tigers. Back there with Bryce Machota and Michael Matthews. They're flanking him on the outsides at the 10. Dillard waiting at the goal line. Not a bad crowd for fall break and a Thursday night here in Broken Arrow. Even brought a few folks.
A lot more than I thought they would.
Yeah, Belimowitz comes up, his right-footed kick, this time angling directionally. Michael Matthews will field it at the 11. He's going to cut it back up toward the hash marks. Matthews has a seam. He's got a whole bunch of room. Nice cut back there at the 50, still on his feet, inside the 45, all the way down to the 44-yard line.
Perfect.
Michael Matthews, a 46-yard return, and the Tigers get some good field position right back in this one.
I tell you what, they're stacking their kickoff team, and I understand why they're stacking them. They're stacking them so we can't number who we're blocking. We can't say I'm blocking this dude. Well, the thing is they don't get down the field very far.
Belimowitz has had a key role in both tackles on the team kickoffs.
I know, the kicker makes both tackles.
Here's Jake Raines and the Tigers from the 44-yard line. Handoff, Sanchez Banks here. Banks has a nice seam. Runs over a man. First National Bank first down. Inside the 35. Mark him down at the 32 and move those chains.
Oh, my God. Our linemen just, I think, ripped their face off. That was unbelievable.
First and 10 from the 32. This is another handoff to the Sanchez. Banks stretches it back toward that far side. Angelo Rankin on the tackle for Santa Fe at about the 26-yard line. 10 seconds to go.
They know they have to stop that power, but what happened is he cut it way backside. He made a great cut on the play. A great cut.
First quarter comes to an end with our score. Edmond Santa Fe 13, Broken Arrow 7. Tigers will have it 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line when we come back. This is Broken Arrow football.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
Back to Memorial Stadium in Broken Arrow. It's 13-7. Edmond Santa Fe leading BA as we get ready to start the second quarter. The Tigers have the ball 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line. Sanchez Banks in the first half, 5 carries for 35 yards. Ethan Heitch for Santa Fe, 9 for 34 and a touchdown. Ready to get the second quarter underway. Double tight set here. Jake Raines takes the snap, hands to Sanchez Banks. He runs over a man, but is brought down right at the 25. It was Blake Montgomery on the tackle.
Well, they came off the edge there. We run a split zone, and we missed our block on the fullback missed his block, and he just came underneath and hit him at the line of scrimmage. But he did make a yard out of that, didn't he? He's powered through there.
3rd down and 3 for the Tigers from the 25-yard line. Raines gives to Sanchez Banks. Banks is just going to go straight forward right to the line to gain, and they're going to say move him. First National Bank first down. 1st and 10 BA at the 22.
First down, Tigers.
Good job.
11:17 to go, second quarter. Edmond Santa Fe 13, Broken Arrow 7. Wolves used a short field off of a questionable fumble call to strike for that second touchdown and take the lead. Michael Matthews is the tailback next to Jake Raines on this one. And that's who will get the carry. Matthews, head of steam, 10-5 to the house. Michael Matthews scores, and a late flag comes in from the back judge. What a seam Matthews had
oh
there.
Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you. I'm just blown away by the defensive lineman's stances for Santa Fe. It just blows my mind. They have no control of what they can do. Because their first step, they either got to fall forward or stand straight up.
Ryan, did you have a good view of that at all?
Yeah, I mean, it was called on Torrey Dillard. It was funny. Some of the coaches, man, they like that physicality, and so they told Torrey, man, keep it up. But ref saw something and saw a hold on that.
Ryan with his best golf announcer voices. He's standing right next to the officiating crew. And here's Matthews again. 10-5 to the house. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. No flags this time. Michael Matthews finds the end zone.
Split zone, running that split zone. I tell you what got him here on the split zone. They're linebackers. Of course, not only do they have such bad stances, they're on D-line. Their linebackers play so fast downhill that they actually block themselves because there's no control. They're not having help with their D-line in front of them.
Tyler Crawford's extra point up and good. 10:49 to go in the second. Broken Arrow 14, Edmond Santa Fe 13. Michael Matthews, what an
man! That didn't take as long to get back in the game.
No, and what a couple game stretch for Michael Matthews.
I know, but he's running tough and he's hitting the cutback.
Yeah, he's just bursting right through the seams. He was a reserve D-back, wasn't getting a whole lot of time, and they threw him out there at running back in a JV game, and he impressed the coaches. And now all of a sudden, here we are in the varsity.
But he sees the cutback. He sees where he needs to run, and I really like that. I mean, I've been saying in the past with some of our running backs, like, oh, now he's starting to see where he needs to go. Well, this guy already sees it. I mean, that's kind of like something you either have it or you don't type thing. Most people, athletes know what we're talking about.
It's a 6-play, 44-yard touchdown drive, capped off by that Michael Matthews run. Took a minute and 55 seconds. That's how we got to 14-13 here with 10:49 to go in the first half. Charlie Hannah, Steve Spavital, and Ryan Wyckoff with you here from the Woodshed in Broken Arrow. Thanks for tuning in on ArrowVision over on 97.1 FM, the sports animal. Tyler Crawford's ready to kick it off for the Tigers again.
I'm not so sure I wouldn't kick to these guys because in their last game, they fumbled like 2 of them.
Talon Shetron is back deep. He's waiting for this at his 5.
I think he's wanting to, yeah.
Back up and fumble another one.
Fumble.
The ball is loose, and it's like a coffin corner kickoff. 23's got it. Angelo Rankin is going to be thrown down at the 2-yard line.
That's why I said kick to these babies. Boy, our special teams are active right now. This is what we needed.
It went off of 22 Shetron. 23, Rankin scrambled and recovered it, and they bring him down at the 2. Adonis Ballard was in there on the tackle.
That was awesome.
Holy moly.
Well, they need to be careful here because our momentum has just shifted real quickly here. And with this field position, their playbook has been cut in half right now, if not more.
1st and 10, Santa Fe at the 2-yard line. Jorgen Olsen is about 4 yards deep in the end zone where he'll take this shotgun snap. Heitch is the tailback to his left. They give it to him. No, they pull it. Olsen's going to run it. Quarterback run here at the 5, outside of the 10. Nice job by Jorgen Olsen to get out of the shadow of the goal line there, and he has a first down there on first down before Zeno Marcaselli could get him at the 13.
Yeah, and see, that's the difficult part of their offense is the fact that quarterback can run the football. I mean, they have a good little running back. I understand that, but our deep front is controlling their old line. We're controlling the line of scrimmage. It's difficult to get him.
Trips right for Santa Fe. Olsen's going to throw it, and it's almost intercepted. Bryce Machota almost had it, and it hit the turf just in front of him.
Yeah, it was deflected at the line of scrimmage. I I'm not sure who touched it. Probably Darnell or somebody hit the thing. That's good. That's something that a lot of people don't teach is their D-line getting their hands up.
2nd and 10 for Santa Fe from the Wolves 13-yard line. 10:15 to go, second quarter. Broken Arrow 14, Santa Fe 13. Olsen rolling to his right, fires on the move. That's caught by Atticus. Spins off the first tackle before Machota can get him and bring him down. And the ball came free. Let's see what the signal is here.
I saw it.
The officiating crew's talking about it. But they're going to say he was down.
We couldn't see it here. It was right on our sideline.
Santa Fe is going to keep the ball 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. It was Atticus on the catch. It seemed like it came free.
Yeah, I saw it come free, I thought, but I didn't know what happened to it.
Check in with Ryan after this play. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Stacked receivers on the left side. They'll throw it to the short man. That's 21 Caraway, and he's going to be chopped down by Jalen Johnson in the backfield. Loss of a couple. Ryan, what'd you see on that last play?
Well, I'll tell you, one defender had the receiver's legs, but Bryce Machota came in there and was ripping that ball out of his right arm. And, man, from my view, it was a close call, but I didn't think his knee was down, but Machota ripped that ball out.
2nd and 11 coming here from the Santa Fe 24-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Andrew Raymond there at nose guard for the Tigers as they give this to Heitch. That went nowhere. Nice pursuit for the Tigers. Brandon Barwig was there to make that stop, and I think it was Parker Darnell that was chasing him down from behind.
Well, where they made their mistake already is on 1st down as they threw that smoke, that bubble screen out there. And their receivers can't block. And that's a wasted play. Don't even run those plays if your receivers can't block.
3rd and 9. Olsen, sprint out right, fires on the move, caught by Shetron. There is a flag thrown in the backfield. Javian Franklin makes the tackle. The spot, if it held, would be enough for a 1st down, but there's a hold on Santa Fe, so we'll back him up 10 and do 3rd down over again. This officiating crew's been busy.
That's Harold's crew. You're going to get at least 3 or 4 holding calls a game.
As they're figuring out just where to march back 10 from. Be a long 3rd down here for Santa Fe.
And see, they're limited to what they can do now. They're going to be foolish if they try to get the full 20 yards here.
It's 3rd and 19. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. Line to gain is the 35.
They need to think of this like 3rd and 10, and then they can punt from there. Just give them better field position.
And Kyle White will take a timeout and think about this one with 8:27 to go in the second as 3rd and 19 is coming up. Make sure you join us Tuesday nights for Inside Tiger Football presented by Rib Crib. Each week, Coach Alexander and I will look back at the previous game and look ahead to the next week's matchup. Next week on the show, we'll look ahead to homecoming against the UConn Millers. It's Inside Tiger Football presented by Rib Crib Tuesdays at 6:30 on 97.1 FM, The Sports Animal. Then you can podcast it after that anywhere you get your podcasts just by searching Broken Arrow Public Schools. Coming out of the timeout here, it'll be 3rd and 19 for Santa Fe at the Wolves' 26-yard line. Broken Arrow leading 14-13. The story in this one has been efficient offense for the Tigers and great field position on 2 out of 3 drives from long kick returns.
Yeah.
Wolves have started this one deep in their own end thanks to their own special teams trouble.
Well, I think they're outthinking themselves now. I think we've got them really uncomfortable. They're not doing what they need to do.
3rd and 19, Santa Fe Jorgen Olsen takes the snap, sets up, firing deep down the near side. He's got Shetron caught at the 50, still on his feet at the 40, inside the 35 before Javian Franklin can bring him down all the way down at the Tiger 30-yard line. Spavin was a straight fly route, and Jorgen Olsen just dropped it in there.
And he was beat from the get-go. I mean, that ball was a little underthrown.
Santa Fe quick to the line here, 1st and 10 at the 30. They're going to give it to Heitch on that far side right, angling past the formation. He'll somehow fumble the ball.
Oh,
they're going to say he was down. They're going to mark him down at the 21. That ball popped free and went all the way to the 15. But they've got him down at the 21-yard line after a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
They had a good pin. They pinned the end on us there and just got around the perimeter on us.
2nd and 1. Olsen's going to keep it himself now, firing deep, has a man all alone. It's Carraway, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown. If he could haul it in, it bounced off his hands and falls incomplete.
That's that sprint out play again. And, you know, the first play of the ball game, I think it was, or second play, you remember of their series, we had a bust and they were wide open. Well, we just had another bust right there. There's something what they're doing there, and I've got to figure it out here. We're jumping something, and we should be. We don't have anybody deep.
3rd down and 1. This give us to Heitch straight into the line. Darian Moss hit him. It's going to be close. Depends on the spot here. The line judge and the head linesman are looking at each other, trying to figure out who's got a better look at it. The umpire is trying to place the ball here. Sure is close. And Harold Allspaw says go ahead and move him, 1st and 10. First and 10, Santa Fe. Now it's right at the 20. Clock running, 7:18 to go, 2nd quarter. Broken Arrow 14, Edmond Santa Fe 13. Twins right. Split backs flanking the quarterback Jorgen Olsen. Now they split one of them out, and there's movement before the snap. False start on the Wolves.
Yeah, the umpire threw his flag over the entire offensive line.
You know, after the pink flags that we couldn't see last week, I'll take it.
I agree.
You load up and fire that thing.
Well, you don't need to throw it 15 yards down.
Hey, that's why we're up here and they're down there. 1st and long. This is a handoff to Angelo Rankin. Little sweep right. He's got enough for the 1st down, I think. It's going to be close. Inside the 15. He might be a little bit short there. They'll get him at the 13 before he fired out of bounds. But Angelo Rankin, a nice little quick hitter on the right side.
God, he found that seam and just accelerated through it. There wasn't much there, but he found it.
Clock continues to run. 6:20 to go here, 1st half. 14-13, Broken Arrow. Tiger touchdowns have come on a pass to Isaiah Keller and a Michael Matthews run. They've motioned Shetron out to the left side here on this play. Now they split out a tailback. That's Rankin. And Olsen's going to keep it himself on the little zone read. Zeno Marcaselli's got him. Flag on the far side.
Well, they had two guys some confusion. Moving? Yeah, there was confusion. Not sure if the one, Chevron got on the line of scrimmage, or was he set long enough when they motioned the back out? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was darn close. They went receiver motion left, and then they flared out that tailback. They were both going.
Yeah. That's what it was. He wasn't set.
So the penalty results in a 2nd and 8 from the 18-yard line. Andrew Rame in at nose guard, trying to clog up that middle. Twins left. They give it to Heitch. Running toward the Twins on that left side. He's inside the 10. Has enough for a first down. Brought down at the 9 by Bryce Machota.
They're doing a good job on that play because basically what it is, it's just, they're running what they call a tight end trips, where they have two out wide in the tight end, and the back is set weak, and they're just running basically a stretch play there, and they're sealing it. He's just finding a little opening in there.
It's first and goal. Santa Fe at the 9-yard line. This drive started back at the 2. Marion Horn in for the first time tonight at corner on the near side. Now they throw to Shetron. That's the guy Horn was covering. Horn breaks it up, kind of, and it falls incomplete. Second and goal.
Yeah, they ran the trap play. They showed the trap play, and it was a play action and raised up and tried to throw the slant route behind it. Because adding that trap play, what it is brings you, anytime you pull somebody, it brings your linebackers downhill really fast. Because a pull has precedence over anything.
Second down and goal here. Jorgen Olsen takes the snap, gives to Heitch. Nothing there. Swallowed up by Jalen Moss and his brother Darian. Third and long coming here.
This is what happened before when they were down there, is they changed their thinking. They didn't pull anything. They're just trying to run a zone, but they can't run a zone because we're controlling the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Moss pushed his guy straight into the running back there. It's almost like we should credit the tackle to the right guard.
Yeah, you got to try to stretch it. They need to try to stretch it or trap it. Because just zoning it, they don't have the bodies to do that.
Second timeout of the half for Santa Fe. Wolves have 1 left. Broken Arrow has all 3. This portion of Tiger Football brought to you in part by our One Club sponsors, St. John Broken Arrow, Tulsa Bone and Joint, the official healthcare providers of the Broken Arrow Tigers, First National Bank of Broken Arrow, TTCU Federal Credit Union, the Arrow Group, and Matthews Ford. Thank you all for your support of Broken Arrow Public Schools. We'll have third and goal from the 10-yard line. Coming out of the timeout, 5:09 to go. Tigers leading 14-13. Charlie Hannah, Steve Spavital, and Ryan Wyckoff with you here from Broken Arrow Memorial Stadium. Twins right for Santa Fe. Jorgen Olsen takes the shotgun snap, play fake, firing up top, and it's going to be intercepted. Machota's got it in the end zone.
What a great play. Oh, my God. That kid is special, let me tell you. Gosh, that was a great play.
He was bobbling it. The ball was bouncing around, and Machota tipped that up to himself with one hand and hauls it in. Touchdown or first down, Tigers.
God, that was awesome.
I got distracted. I think it was Slusher's dad in the end zone that was having all sorts of fun down there celebrating. I saw him and lost my train of thought.
What a great play, though. Golly, that was so cool.
Second interception of the season for Machota. First and 10, Tigers at the 20. Here's a handoff to Sanchez Banks. Banks at the 25, still rumbling across the 30. He's going to be brought down at the 31, but not after he picks up 11 and a First National Bank first down.
God, that was a nice play, too. We ran the power a little different. That's like power G there. That was just kind of ran it a little bit differently and were able to sneak underneath that. Good play.
Santa Fe almost drove 98 yards for a touchdown. Instead, no points. Bryce Machota with a pick, and here come the Tigers first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Jake Raines is under center. I formation behind him. Play fake. He's going to roll to his left and fire. Caught by Isaiah Keller. Keller gets to about the 39-yard line before he's brought down, but a nice gain of 8, and it'll be second and short.
The bootleg on first down is an awesome play because everybody's thinking we're running that power, and then all of a sudden you bootleg it out. Very nice.
Line of scrimmage is the 39-yard line, second and 2 for the Tigers, 4:11 to go. Clock running here, late second quarter. Raines takes the snap, gives to Sanchez Banks. Banks now trying to swim back upstream to try and get something. Not a whole lot there. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 2, no gain.
Sanchez Banks on the carry.
Yeah, they overloaded. We overloaded the formation to the field, and we just gave him the ball. And they just kind of slanted into it and made a good play with their D-line.
Tigers came into tonight 27 of 68, 40% on third downs. This one will be 3rd and 2 from the 39-yard line. Play clock at 18. Tigers still in the huddle. Now they break it.
I bet you I can kind of guess what the play will be.
I formation here behind Jake Raines. Raines trips out of the snap. Looks like his feet got tangled up because he fell straight back at the 35-yard line. And now the Tigers will have to punt with 3 minutes to go before the half.
That wasn't the running the power either. They were trying to run the perimeter on the weak side. Not sure if it was there because he fell, but it was an unusual call.
Second issue Raines has had tonight with that center snap exchange. He had a shotgun snap bounce off his hands that he had to turtle on early in the game. And now he falls coming out of center here, and it'll be 4th and 6, and Tyler Crawford will be on to punt. Crawford takes the snap, goes to his left, gets that left-footed kick away. Shetron hauls it in at the 24. He's angling back toward the Santa Fe sideline. He's got a seam 30, 35. Nice little return by Shetron. They'll mark him out right at the 35-yard line, where the Wolves will take over with 2.5 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, he was pretty smart with the ball too because he ran out of bounds. You know, I'm just a big believer on your return guys is not to try to be a hero. What you want to do is to be able to just run it out of bounds. It's our ball. You know, it's your ball, so don't make a mistake and give it off to them by trying to be tougher.
1st and 10, Wolves. Olsen dumps it off to Atticus, caught at the 45, across the 40, or just check that, 50, into Tiger territory at the 49-yard line.
They're just running that sprint out, and they're running the flat player. We need to make the play in the flat. You know, of course, this is the only team we've seen all year that run the sprint out. You don't see very many teams do that anymore.
Clock stopped, 2:22 to go. Wolves have one timeout left. Broken Arrow has all 3. Olsen now rolling to the the left side for a sprint out, trying to stretch this one out. Darian Moss had nice contain on that outside, and then Olsen has to scramble and pick up only about 2.
Well, I can see. I just saw what they're doing where the breakdown was. Is they ran that sprint out with the same formation where they stacked the receivers. They're taking number 3 receiver and running him down the field and, you know, into like more of a angled flag position. And you have a backer that's with them, and your backer doesn't want to come.
Tigers will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:15 to go here, first half. Broken Arrow 14, Santa Fe 13. This is Tiger football.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
Back to Broken Arrow, 2:15 to go, second quarter. Tigers leading Edmond Santa Fe 14-13. Charlie Hannibal, Steve Spavital, and Ryan Wyckoff back with you on 97.1 FM, the Sports Animal, and on ArrowVision. If you're listening to us on the Animal, stay tuned after the game for the Scoreboard Show. It's the Friday night edition on a Thursday with fall break. Kevin Ward and the gang will have all the scores from across the state. This one has been a little closer than we figured, but hey, Santa Fe 4-2, one of the better teams on the west side of the state. Somehow always seem to kind of give the Tigers a run for their money, and it's been the case so far tonight. 2nd and 10, Edmond Santa Fe from the Broken Arrow 49-yard line. Jorgen Olsen back to pass. This is a little screen caught by number 3. No, check that. That's 7 Heitch. That was Heitch, the tailback. They just hit on the little slip screen. And Darian Moss is down on that far side.
Man.
That would be a big loss.
I would love to see us run the tailback screen. We have yet to throw to our running back all year. Well, we made a living with it with our old tailback. He was so good with it.
Well, they tend to Darian Moss on the far side. We'll take another timeout. 2:05 to go, second quarter. This is Broken Arrow football.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow is known for offering nice deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, but we don't stop there. Matthews Ford helps to keep your vehicle running right in the quick lane. Tires, brakes, batteries, oil service, you name it, the factory-trained experts at Quick Lane can handle it, and on your schedule. Give it a try. You'll see why life is better in the quick lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
Welcome back to Broken Arrow as the athletic training staff. Daniel Stewart is helping Darian Moss off the field. He's holding his right shoulder, and they kind of have his right arm propped up. So we'll be sure to keep an eye on that. That would be a big loss for the Tigers, as he is the leading tackler so far this season for BA. And now a flag comes in before we can even get things back underway. There's a false start on Santa Fe, so it was going to be 2nd and 4. We'll back it up to 2nd and 9. 14-13, Broken Arrow leading. 2:05 to go, first half. Santa Fe with the ball just inside BA territory at the 48-yard line. Olsen is going to scramble and fire back to his running back out of the backfield. He was looking for Heitch on that far side left, and it just falls incomplete. Spab, that was there.
Well, if you didn't have much pressure on him, and if we didn't have pressure on him right there, he could take his time and he would have hit that in stride. He was open. Yeah, that's tough because you're talking about a linebacker covering a running back, and that's a mismatch in my books.
3rd down and 9, 2:01 to go, and the Tigers might get another possession here if the defense can hold on this one. Olsen drops back, firing, deep pass down the far side. That's overthrown. He was looking for 23, Angelo Rankin. Rankin was behind his man, but that pass well overthrown and incomplete.
Well, he just got hit as he threw the ball. I'm telling you, our defensive line is putting so much pressure on him right now, he can't throw on time. You know, he just heaved the ball down there. He couldn't set his feet and throw it like he wanted to. So that was really good. I mean, that series right there was because of our defensive line. They did a fabulous job.
Punt team out for Santa Fe. Torrey Dillard is waiting for it at the 10. Santa Fe was a man short to get him on the field. Caleb Belimowitz, and now there's a whistle before the snap.
That's their last time out, I think.
Yep, Santa Fe will spend timeout number 3. They still not have enough guys out there.
Yeah.
I had to look at something, I don't know.
Well, what's interesting, we got 2 minutes left, 1:56. We're going to get the ball. If we do a good job here, I'm not sure if he's going to go after it. You know, try to force the punt or block the punt. What? I'm not sure, but whatever it is, this is a good time to work on our 2-minute offense. Because when we get down into the playoffs and do some things, there's going to be some situations where we're going to really need to be able to drive the football in a short period of time instead of just running power.
Tigers have had success in the passing game so far tonight.
Exactly.
Haven't had any deep shots yet, but Raines has been efficient on those short throws. Now here's Belimowitz ready to punt. They ran a motion guy on the cover team. That was a little interesting. Kick is away nonetheless. Bounces off the turf. Dillard picks it up at the 11 and gets to about the 17-yard line. If you say nothing else about the Tiger punt return, you can always say it's interesting.
Yes. Yes.
Tigers will take over at their own 17 with 1:47 left in the first half, leading Edmond Santa Fe 14-13. Tigers have all 3 timeouts remaining. We think. The scoreboard here at the stadium has them with 2, but I don't remember Broken Arrow taking one. Do you?
No.
We'll figure it out. Here goes Raines, bobbled that snap. Handoff to Sanchez Banks across the 20. Almost a horse collar tackle, but he gets to the 25. Now a late flag comes in from Harold Elspaw.
Now that's extremely late. Whether it's horse collar or not, whatever. Oh, is that what it was?
We have a flag on the play.
Harold Elspaw, our referee, is talking with our officiating crew, and just based on the motion, I think we could get a horse collar. Let's see. That's what he's got. Horse collar the call, so.
But see, my point is that's such an extremely late call. I mean, we saw the horse collar, and it should have been called, but it should have been called at that moment.
At the 39-yard line.
I know he wasn't in the view to see it like everybody else was.
They'll move it up to the 39-yard line.
I'm
First
glad
and
they
10
called it.
Tigers. First National Bank first down.
Okay, now let's throw the ball around. We got 1:30. Let's throw the ball around. Let's work on some 2-minute here.
The ball resting right on the edge of that gold outline on the giant BA at midfield. Jake Raines out of the gun, hands it off to Sanchez Banks, and that one goes nowhere. A yard at best. Clock continues to run, 1:15 and counting. Tigers had stacked receivers on both sides, ran it right up the middle, and couldn't get much. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the BA 40.
Okay, so much for working on our 2-minute offense.
4 receivers here for the Tigers, 2 and 2. Raines out of the gun, steps up in the pocket, firing deep, looking for Torrey Dillard, and he just overthrew him. Dillard dives.
He was open, too.
And it falls on the turf.
Brings up 3rd down.
They had a little pressure, kind of like what happened to us is they pressured Raines. Jake, he had to throw in a hurry.
Good job, though, to step up in the pocket
Yes.
and fire that thing.
He did a great job.
The athletic training staff is taking Darian Moss off the field ahead of the team here with 43 seconds to go. So if I had to guess, I would think we probably will not see him for the remainder of the game, but stranger things have happened. 3rd and 9 coming here from the Tigers from their own 40. Handoff to Sanchez Banks. No, check that. That's Matthews, 45-yard line. He'll be spun down. Wolves are out of timeouts. Tigers don't have to snap it again, so you can take a shot at a 4th down Hail Mary, or you can just head into the locker room with a 14-13 lead.
Well, we had 2 minutes, and you had 2 minutes left and 2 timeouts. And we just run the ball, run the clock out. I don't understand that.
Clock will run out here on quarter number 2 as the Tigers head into the locker room. Edmond Santa Fe will get the ball to start the second half. Coach Alexander is working over to Ryan Wyckoff. Let's go down to Ryan with Coach A.
Coach, talk to me about that first half.
Well, all right, interesting first half, right? Offensively, right, the only time we've been stopped is when we're stopped ourselves. Defensively, we're struggling, right? Personnel, we've got a bunch of young kids playing. Surprising that they run the football on us. We're going to have to make a couple adjustments to stop the run. If we can stop the run and make them one-dimensional, we'll be okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, anything specific you guys need to do to take control of the game in the second half?
No, not really. Stop the run. If we can stop them from running the football and make them one-dimensional, right? That would be the biggest thing we can do.
Great, appreciate it. Thanks, Coach.
Ryan Wyckoff with Coach Alexander. His Tigers have a 1-point lead over Edmond Santa Fe, 14-13, heading into halftime. We'll take a timeout. Ken Ellett is back to take you home after this. You're listening to Broken Arrow Football.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow is known for offering nice deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, but we don't stop there. Matthews Ford helps to keep your vehicle running right in the quick lane. Tires, brakes, batteries, oil service, you name it, the factory-trained experts at Quick Lane can handle it, and on your schedule. Give it a try. You'll see why life is better in the quick lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
So this season's been really good. We knew going into this would be a special team. It's probably our best season we've had in a while. We did goals at the very beginning, and of course the main one was state championship. Some of us said lose less than 5 games. We're doing that right now. Even with the 2 losses, they were really close games. But the record of 32-2 is probably the best record we've had.
I think one of our biggest strengths this year is that I think we can hit up and down the lineup, which most teams don't have. Normally your first maybe 5 hitters can hit really good. I think that all throughout the lineup we have all 9 girls that can put the ball in play and do productive things.
We string hits together when we really need to. Our games have been really high scoring mostly throughout the season, and our defense is solid. I mean, we barely make any errors in a game, if any at all. And our motto is the most important game is the next one. Going game by game, doing your best in that game, not focusing on the end result, has been our motto all season.
I think that this season has been very energetic. I think that we're all kind of excited to be here. We're all excited for how well we're doing, and even when we're not doing too well, I think that we all kind of look up to what we can be doing, and I think that that's probably one of the best parts.
Getting past the first round of state is a really big deal to us because the past 2 years we haven't been able to do it, but this year is different.
I think that heading into postseason play, I'm most excited about the fact that we're doing so good. I think that we have a very good chance to be able to take it all the way.
Going into this year, we have to get the first round thing out of our head. We can make it far if we keep playing how we're playing, stay together. I think this year is going to be special.
We all want to be on that field and go for that championship at the end. That's all what we want to work for, and hopefully put the ring on our finger and bring home the gold ball.
This season has gone extremely well. Both the teams we have lost to, we've come back and beat, which is great because the back of our game day shirts say beat everyone, which we have accomplished that.
This season we've been very successful. I'm thankful for all my teammates. We've worked really hard from where we aren't to be where we are now. Whenever we started in the summer, we knew what was ahead of us, but we knew that we had to focus on each game in front of us.
This year on this team, my favorite part has been definitely the people. There's 11 seniors, so we've all grown up together, we've all played club together, we've played together since 8th grade, and we've just gotten to see each other grow and get better and better, and it's just really amazing.
We all do things together, and it's just like a close family.
The group we have is so amazing. We just all connect in a different way that any other group has connected, and our relationship with the coaches is extremely good too. We just learned so much from them, and they push us to be our best while we push each other to be our best.
One thing that Bowling has us to think about often is to stay focused during each game and to focus about that game that we're playing at the time and not about the state tournament or the state game, because we cannot get there unless we take care of each game.
Closing out the regular season and going into state, our expectations are to keep pushing and keep the drive that we have right now to just keep pushing and winning and giving each other encouragement and just to get to the finals in state and get the ring.
Y'all shut me down, but them numbers finna run up. Bet I win. Bet I win. Yeah, I'm on the come up. Y'all shut me down, but them numbers finna run up. Bet I win. Bet I win.
Bet I might put on my back. Bet I'ma rack up my racks. Bet I go straight to the booth. Bet I go hard to the max. Bet I'ma come with the knock. You scared to get off on my block.
Broken Arrow at the Norman 15-yard line. Jake Raines out of the gun, firing deep near side, and it's caught. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. Torrey Dillard.
You don't know half of the truth. You ain't got half of the plot. But telling us lies, but not surprised. They mimicking all of that God. I'm so authentic. Oh, society I call me a menace. Whoa, but this is just the beginning. Oh, I was broke for the record, no Guinness. Whoa, y'all little suckers so strange to me. Y'all don't really wanna play games with me. Y'all lovers never been the same to me. But I'm gonna win cause I came to eat. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the come up. Y'all shut me down, but them numbers finna run up. Bet I win.
Right under pressure, and he's going to be chopped down and brought down by Terrian Moss.
Yeah, I'm on the come up. Y'all shut me down, but them numbers finna run up. Bet I win. Bet I win. Ooh, yeah, I need my respect. I need every zero we agree to on my check. Ooh, nah, please don't tell me that. Please don't turn me in the dark night right off the bat. Ayy, young Bruce Wayne and Balmain. Why you so impressed? This designer not my calling. You got all them zeros, but you still don't feel you balling. I look in the mirror, I see winner, I'm not falling. Looking for me, you know I'm mad, you know I'm slack. I go to the max, look at my wall, trophies and plaques. You want a nab, making me laugh. Ooh, I could get at.
Jake Raines sets up, firing. He's got Keller, and it's going to be a touchdown. Kewan Tolbert, and he's going to stretch across the end zone and score. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. Under pressure, he's going to be sacked and brought down by Campbell Yeager. Fires, intercepted. It's Isaiah Keller, and Keller has room to return this one.
Bet I win. Bet I win.
Sanchez Banks has a seam, and he's going to follow his blockers into the end zone. Touchdown, Broken Arrow.
for a special occasion. I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing changes. If you talking fire, then we speak the same language. And mine don't ever get extinguished. Could count my friends on one set of fingers. And they tryna cut the supply, but my energy is at an all-time high. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman. Tension thick enough to cut it with a knife. The pressure building like it's trying to bust a pipe. Chaos don't take a day off, lot of wrongs to right. I was built for the hustle, hard work and late nights. Oh no, they never seen a force like this. 5 fingers balled up in a one firm fist. So if history is written by the victor, then leave blank pages with a space for my picture. Cause this is what I live for. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman. Pressure turned me into a giant. A thin line between living and dying. I'm on the edge and I might just dive in. No turning back, man, I'm ready to go. Coming with me or I'm going alone. Changes, man, I'm talking changes. On a crash course, but I ain't afraid of danger. Now let me give you what you came for. Woo!
The Tigers of 1953 had a remarkable year as they finished 7-3 in the Verdigris Valley Conference. The team placed 4 seniors on the All-Star team, including co-captains Robert Ingold and Philip Sparling. The season was capped off with a 40-13 pounding of Pryor as the Tigers unleashed a 304-yard ground assault and a 147-yard aerial attack to win the game handily. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow is known for offering nice deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, but we don't stop there. Matthews Ford helps to keep your vehicle running right in the quick lane. Tires, brakes, batteries, oil service, you name it, the factory-trained experts at Quick Lane can handle it, and on your schedule. Give it a try. You'll see why life is better in the quick lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
The Tigers of 1962 compiled an outstanding record of 8 wins and 2 losses. The team featured all-conference stars Charles Harper, Gary Fultz, Paul Collins, Dick Cook, and Bob Weeks. Highlights for the season included a 22-0 shutout of Sand Springs, a 48-26 drubbing of Nowata, and an ever so impressive 40-8 rout of Tahlequah. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
(1982) was a year of overcoming adversity for the Tigers. After starting the year with a victory over Sand Springs, the rest of the season produced a series of disappointing losses to Memorial, Jenks, McLean, and Muskogee. But there's no quit in the Tigers, as team leaders Bill Zachary, Ronnie Hill, and David Alexander helped the team rise to the occasion and beat East Central to go 5-5 for the year. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
Welcome back to Broken Arrow Memorial Stadium. Charlie and Spav with you here at halftime. It's 14-13, Broken Arrow leading Edmond Santa Fe. And as we still wait for this third quarter to get underway, Spav, what do you tell these guys here at halftime? Because Broken Arrow is playing pretty well offensively. Defensively, there have been flashes and just kind of need to clean some things up, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you could see that we've had the turnovers. We've had, we had communication issues, we had snap issues, we had a lot of things go wrong with us. And in our offense, that can't happen because we're such a power type offense. We just need to get back to basics and run the football like we normally do and just forget trying to be fancy and just do our thing.
Tigers have been playing so well. Offensively, you think about Sanchez Banks and Michael Matthews, and just what does it do for your offense to be able to see these guys have success? I mean, I know so much of it starts with the offensive line, but the Tigers have been able to work in these different tailbacks and really not miss a whole lot.
I've been impressed with this young man. As we talked about before, this young man just sees it, and that's what I'm really impressed with, because that's just something you can't teach in a lot of ways. You can teach a kid kind of basically what to look for, but he just sees it, and that's what makes him very impressive. I think when he was he's just a young kid, so what he can do is cut back when he needs to. He just sees that hole, and what he does is he runs with his pads, and he can get a lot of yardage after contact. Very impressive young man.
Congratulations again. If you missed it earlier, the Broken Arrow softball team, a big winner in the first round of the state tournament. 8-1, the Tigers won. Down in Shawnee, they'll take on Westmore or Owasso tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the state semifinals. Good luck to Coach King's softball team, and, of course, good luck to Ian Bullen's volleyball team coming up next week, too, as they move into state tournament play. The Tigers.
Number 1 ranked.
A lot of Broken Arrow teams
impressive.
are going to be in the mix. State tournament time starts rolling around here, Spev.
Very impressive. I mean, you're sitting there looking at a football team that's got a potential of winning the whole thing. You got a softball, and you got volleyball. What an impressive fall season for us right now.
Both teams are back on the field. Santa Fe's warm-up a little bit delayed by the Pride of Broken Arrow's halftime performance. Here's some scores from across the state. Moore and Union hooking up over there at Union Tuttle, just not too far from here. Union leading 24-3 in the second. Jenks all over Edmond Memorial, 41-3. That one kind of expected, as the Bulldogs have really struggled again this year. Owasso having no problems with 0-7 Southmore. That's 28-3 in the second. UConn up 35-28 over Lorenzo Williams fighting Westmore Jaguars at the half. That's an interesting score.
That's
a little
interesting, yeah.
UConn knocked off Santa Fe 31-21 2 weeks ago, and the Millers will come here for homecoming next week. Norman and Enid, no score yet from out there on the plains. Norman North, Putnam City North tied at 21 at the half, and Mustang leading Edmond North 35-7 at the half. Our score here, 14-13, Broken Arrow in front. Edmond Santa Fe will get the ball to start the third quarter when we come back. This is Broken Arrow football.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
Matthews Ford keeps your vehicle running right with Quick Lane. Try it and see why life is better in the Quick Lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Matthews Ford keeps your vehicle running right with Quick Lane. Try it and see why life is better in the Quick Lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account?
To Tiger Field at Broken Arrow Memorial Stadium, we are almost ready to get the third quarter underway. Bit of an extended halftime tonight, as we had a Pride of Broken Arrow performance and a Special Olympics senior night performance and a Tigette senior night, so a whole bunch of festivities going on here in BA tonight. The Tigers lead Edmond Santa Fe 14-13, and Broken Arrow will kick things off to get the third quarter started. Darian Moss is back out on the field and dressed. He's got a sleeve on that right shoulder, so we'll see if he actually ends up on the field or not. But, hey, the fact that he's back in uniform is a great sign for this Tiger defense.
Well, this is going to be really – I mean, the third quarter is typically our quarter. I mean, this is where we've outscored our opponents 54-14. This is where we make the adjustments. I think what you're going to find is that we're just going to get right back down, get tough and dirty in there and run what we do and control them and just make this a game that we can control. We got to find a way to make that quarterback more uncomfortable. We're getting closer because we're getting a lot of pressure with our D-line, but we may have to take a chance and run some blitzing there to get on him really quick.
Tyler Crawford places the ball in the tee and is ready to kick things off to start the third quarter. Talon Shetron is back deep for Edmond Santa Fe, and Crawford measures his steps, and we are ready to get back underway. Thanks for sticking with us through halftime here for Broken Arrow football.
Let's see if we let them field it again. That was awesome. You know he's with the wind. He can kick it out of the end zone, no doubt.
Wind is starting to pick up out of the south. Crawford's left-footed kick is away. This one is up in the jet stream, and there will be no return. Off the E, and Tigers 7 yards deep in the end zone. So a touchback, and Santa Fe will start at its own 20. And there goes Darian Moss out onto the field.
They must think he's okay. I mean, his shoulder. Boy, when they took him off the field, I thought something was really serious at that point.
Yeah, he did not look like he was very comfortable.
I know he's banged up, and I'm not saying that. He's a tough kid, tough young man.
Darian Moss, Campbell Yeager, and Zeno Marcaselli, the three linebackers for the Tigers, three of the best around. Trips left, Santa Fe.
Trap.
Jorgen Olsen, quarterback run to the right, and he's going to be swallowed up by Campbell Yeager and a couple other Tigers, but Yeager was the first man in there, and of course, number 5, Jalen Moss in there too.
Great fitting there, because what they're trying to do is they ran trips to the field, and they had the back was shaded weak away from them, and they ran the quarterback power there, and man, we nailed it. They didn't even get the power pull through.
No gain officially. 2nd and 10 coming from the 20. Jorgen Olsen this time will go with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Play fake here. They'll go to the H-back out of the backfield. It's Atticus. He spins, tries to escape a tackle, and he's going to be brought down at the 25, where it'll be 3rd and 5. Credit Zeno with that tackle.
That was
4th catch by Atticus. Yeah, he's the leader.
He's tough, isn't he?
He's got 4 catches, so does Isaiah Keller.
Yeah, and he gets a lot of yardage after contact. Of course, both of them do.
Trips right again for Santa Fe on 3rd down, 5 from the 25. Olsen, play fake. Quick hitter was deflected. Darian Moss, the man, tips it, and it's 3 and out for Edmond Santa Fe.
Because that was the first down. If he didn't tip it, that was the first down. He could have had some extra yardage, too. Great play by Darian Moss. You got to have him out there. The young man is just a difference maker. But I don't know if I'd put him out there, if he's seriously hurt, though.
4th and 5 for Santa Fe as Caleb Belimowitz is waiting for the deep snap on the punt. That is 14. Torrey Dillard's back to return. Belimowitz gets his right leg into it. It knuckles, hits at the 47 and checks up. It will roll down to the Tiger 41-yard line before it's rolled dead. Tigers will have it in good field position, pretty close to their average.
It's what we needed there is have that 3 and out. It wasn't as simple as we wanted it to be, but it's a 3 and out. Doesn't matter if it's pretty or ugly. This is our quarter right here. Let's see if we get back down to basics. 2 backs in the backfield. Here we go.
1st and 10, Tigers from their own 45. Jake Raines takes the snap, gives to Sanchez Banks. Banks cuts it upstream for a yard. But now he's still free. Banks is across midfield at the 40. He's at the 30, zigzagging all through the Santa Fe defense. And they'll mark him down with a flag down at the 30.
I think they're calling a block in the back there on the 30. But
Banks,
he did an outstanding job. He got lost. He got lost in there.
You're telling me.
He got lost and then bounced it.
It looked like it was going nowhere, and they almost kind of had him spotted like the play was over. And
I'm glad they didn't blow the whistle early.
So after the penalty, it's still a 1st down. First and 10 at the Santa Fe 40. Michael Matthews is in at tailback on this one. Double tight here. Raines gives to Michael Matthews. Matthews at the 40, 35. Tough running before he's upended by.
Oh, he had to make that open field tackle or he's gone. We're running a stretch play outside. Very impressive. I love what Coach Wilkinson's doing. He's changing things up and doing some things. We're down to our basics now. 9 yards on first down. This is a down that he's going to play with.
Twins left. Give us to Matthews. This time he's hit and bottled up. It was 27. Blake Montgomery, one of their leaders, the big defensive end, made that tackle, and Tigers will go backwards a yard on second down. It'll be 3rd down 2 from the 32.
You know, I would have bet my house that he would have went for it on this play or on that last play. He's so good at, you know, 2nd 1, you know, because he knows he's got 2 downs to get the 1 yard.
Sanchez Banks in the tailback spot. I formation behind Raines. They give it to Banks. Power. Enough for a First National Bank first down. Sanchez gets 4 down to the 28. 9:02 to go here in the third. Broken Arrow leading Santa Fe 14-13.
Okay, we're in the red zone pretty much, so we just need to get down to our basics now. Just run our offense now. Don't get fancy here.
First and 10 at the 28.
There you go.
McGivis to Banks. Not much there on that one.
We're running the power, you know, the power G now where we're pulling the onside guard out instead of the backside guard looping under. Then we're coming underneath that guy with the fullback. A little change up on what we do, and it's going to be very effective down the long run.
Mason Olguin made that last tackle. He's the leader for the Wolves, number 19 at the outside linebacker spot. 2nd and 10 coming here. Raines out of the gun, single receiver left, Twins right, and now Coach Alexander will take a timeout as I think the play clock was getting close to zeros.
Down, yes. This has been a good drive so far. We've had good field position, special teams. It looked like on the punt block, we went for it. We almost blocked. We had them hurry the punt. Got good field position, cut a couple of first downs, and we're ready to go.
We'll take this timeout with them. It'll be 2nd and 10 coming when we come back. You're listening to Broken Arrow Football.
The Tigers of 1953 had a remarkable year as they finished 7-3 in the Verdigris Valley Conference. The team placed 4 seniors on the All-Star team, including co-captains Robert Ingold and Philip Sparling. The season was capped off with a 40-13 pounding of Pryor as the Tigers unleashed a 304-yard ground assault and a 147-yard aerial attack to win the game handily. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years.
It was a fumbled snap on 2nd and 10, but Sanchez Banks scoops it up, and it's almost like a wildcat play down to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, it turned out to be that way, didn't it?
Gain of 7. It'll be 3rd down and 3. It's been an interesting
I just love
interesting night here.
We're having some snapping issues.
3rd down and 3 here from the 21. They give it to Sanchez Banks. Banks is trying to cut it across the 20. He's in the Matt McCoy State Farm red zone, but short of the line to gain. They'll mark him down, I think, at the 19, maybe right at the 20. It'll be 4th and about 2.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Where are they marking it? Yeah, right inside, so it's probably 1.5.
That'll be officially at the 19, so yeah, 4th and a very long 1. If you're a stickler for the angles and the statistics, if it's anything past the 20, it's at the 19. 4th and 1 and almost 2. Raines fumbles the snap. Now it's still scooped and scored by Santa Fe, and the Wolves are going to take this to the house. It's 23. Angelo Rankin scooping and scoring and going all the way back for a Santa Fe touchdown.
Oh my gosh. He got it caught on the fullback. The fullback, when he pivoted around, the fullback and him made contact and forced him to fumble the football.
It's a return of dang near 70 yards for Angelo Rankin.
Oh my gosh.
And Caleb Belimowitz is on for the extra point to try and put the Wolves up 6, 20-14. He hooked one earlier. Snap, spot. This time it's up and it's true. 6:39 to go in the third quarter. Edmond Santa Fe with a 20-14 lead. This is Broken Arrow football.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is
6:39 to go, third quarter, as Broken Arrow now trails Edmond Santa Fe 20-14. It was a 76-yard fumble return for a touchdown by Angelo Rankin. Jake Raines put it on the turf, and Rankin scooped and scored. Referee Harold Allspaw is off the field of play talking with some members of the jungle.
They can be as loud as they want, can't they?
Well, sure. Now there's another official back there, and I think we're going to be ready to go here. Sort of. Who knows? There was something over there earlier in the game that they stopped it for, and now there's a whistle in the crowd, is what Ryan was telling us. Here's the kick.
Here we go.
Fielded by Michael Matthews. He's across the 20, chopped down at the 24-yard line by 43, Angel Acevedo. So Broken Arrow will start this drive at its own 23-yard line, and the Tigers need an answer here.
Well, I'm thinking what we need to do is we need to call Steve Allen and his gang at the, that listens to us, the Hall of Famer, Steve Allen, see what we need to be doing right now. He would know.
1st and 10 Tigers. Jake Raines out of the gun. Low snap. And a whistle before the snap. There's a flag on the far side for a false start.
I missed that one. I didn't see that.
Be the third penalty of the night for the Tigers. Must have been a receiver flinch.
That's probably why I didn't see it. I don't look at those guys. I'm a guy in the trenches.
Steve Spavital has no time for the beautiful people.
Yeah, the beautiful people just getting away.
It's all about the big uglies in the dark side.
That's right.
1st and 15 officially from the 18-yard line. 6:31 to go, third quarter. Raines hands off to Sanchez Banks, and Banks is going to be brought down at the 20, gain of 2. That Santa Fe crowd starting to make a little noise on the far side. 16th carry for Banks tonight, 87 yards.
Yeah, just got a tweet in from Kevin Yeager. Campbell's father.
2nd and 13. Raines is going to throw it, looking for Isaiah Keller down the near side, and it's just overthrown, incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Ladae Hudson. 3rd down and 13. Go ahead, Spev.
Well, he's the head equipment man at Citadel, and he said it looks like on TV that it looks like the brand new balls that we're using are not brushed or mudded. He said they could be really slick, and that could be an answer of what we're doing too, or what's been happening.
That is the kind of thing you get from a college equipment manager, and that's
well,
why
because they know
he
what
gets
they're
the
doing.
big bucks. Yeah, 3rd and long here. Raines out of the gun with time, sets up, sets his feet, fires, caught. That's Torrey Dillard. Shakes off the first tackler, and he's going to be brought down on the plus side of the 45-yard line. So about a 27-yard gain here and a First National Bank first down for the Tigers. That was a nice throw by Raines. Set his feet and fired that thing.
Well, that's what we need. We need to throw the ball a little bit. Get Dillard and Keller involved in this and make something happen.
27 yards.
I'd like to see us throw to our tailback, too.
Raines out of the gun. Back to pass again. This is a quick hitter. Just underthrown, bounced it. Trying to go back to Dillard. Raines is 6 of 9 passing. Tigers have not thrown more than 12 passes in a game this year. It was the Patriot Bowl against
awesome
Owasso.
Right now. How many did you throw now? 8?
That was number 9.
9.
His most completions came in the first game of the year when he was 9 of 10 against Mansfield.
Mm-hmm.
Most attempts was 12 against Owasso.
Oh, fumble again.
Low snap there. Sanchez Banks, the ball carrier. Close to a false start. He looks like he opened up a little early there, but
well, he fumbled.
Right?
Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, he fumbled.
It's hard to tell. Credit Banks for making some chicken salad there. Gets across the 50 into Santa Fe territory to the 47, where it'll be 3rd and 4.
Shifting, changing the strength. They're adjusting well, but then we're coming back weak. Nice.
Banks runs over a man, reaches the line to gain for First National Bank first down to the Santa Fe 42-yard line.
See, the whole concept of what we do, when he changes the strength, if you adjust, he's going to attack weak, just like he did. If you don't adjust, he's going to attack strong, because he's always going to find a place where he has one extra man.
Michael Matthews checks in to replace Banks. 16th carry of the night for Sanchez, 87 yards. Matthews has 7 for 82. 1st and 10 Tigers in Santa Fe territory at the 42-yard line. Raines opens, hands off to Michael Matthews, stretching it far side, scampers across the 40, going to be brought down right at the 40.
I like that added play that we have. That's the stretch play. Just love it. It's a great change up to the power.
Santa Fe had a defender with the helmet come off, so clock stops with 4:12 to go. Broken Arrow trailing Edmond Santa Fe 20-14. Now we're back ready to go. 2nd and 3 coming here from the Wolves' 35-yard line. Jake Raines under center, I formation. Hand off to Michael Matthews with Mitchell Banning in front. Matthews will rumble forward. Ball's free again. Now it's bouncing all over the place. They're trying to figure out who's got it. I don't know. Santa Fe comes out of it with the football. It was 31 Jalen Williams.
Wow.
And another turnover for the Broken Arrow offense.
But did it? I'm not sure if he was down or what. I mean, we can't. I never saw it come out either, and it's just. It's
a pile of humanity over there. Let's see if we can see anything from the replay.
Is he down?
Matthews was trying to say he was down, and you could just see the ball.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
You could see it back in there by a foot.
Golly.
3rd turnover of the night for Broken Arrow. 1st and 10, Santa Fe from the Wolf 35-yard line. Olson's going to scramble on this one. Picks up about 4 to the 39.
Man, I don't understand some of this. Oh, I'm glad I'm not coaching anymore.
2nd down and 3 from the 39-yard line. 3:25 to go in the third. Santa Fe 20, Broken Arrow 14. Olsen out of the gun, low snap. They'll ride Ethan Heitch here. Nice job by Corey Callens Jr. to make that tackle after a yard.
Good defense there.
Big third down coming here.
3rd and 2, yeah. And see, this is, 3rd and 2 is kind of difficult because it's like, do you run the ball? Do you throw the ball? What do you do? I mean, you're kind of right in that mix. I always thought that the 3rd and shorts were really tough. I practiced a lot of it during the week.
3rd and 2 from the 40-yard line. They're going to give it to Heitch, and he's going to be stopped. Jalen Moss stones him. Darian Moss was in there too. And Santa Fe is going to have to punt.
Oh, yeah.
That was big.
I mean, they were waiting on him. They're back in the backfield waiting on him. Bam.
Zeno Marcaselli was in there. Darian Moss hit him. Or Jalen Moss hit him. And
whew. You notice Zeno. We're calling Zeno a lot tonight. The young man's all over the place. Yeah.
Torrey Dillard back to return at the 30. Belimowicz takes the deep snap, rolls to his right. This is a short punt. High punt. It's going to hit at the 32 and check up. Nice coverage there from Santa Fe to down that one right at the 33 because that one could have rolled back a whole bunch.
Bounce, yeah.
It's the old Larry Lewis sandwich there. Soft landing and then pull the string. Moral of the story, Spav, we need to hold on to the football.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Too many turnovers. I think we were +3 in the turnover margin to begin with coming into this game. Now we've already lost 3.
Tigers have it at their own 33-yard line, 1st down and 10. Mitchell Banning goes into the I formation. They hand this off to Sanchez Banks. He hurdles a man and gets to the 38-yard line.
See, look how efficient he is every time he gets the ball on 1st down especially. This, even though we fumbled, we were so efficient on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5 right now. Getting 5 yards on 1st down is great.
Tigers have had 18 1st down plays, averaging 8.3 yards on those 1st downs. Give Banks 4 on that one. It'll be 2nd and long 6. Jake Raines bootleg to the right. Now he checks it down, and that's caught by Caleb Gamble, the tight end. Gamble is across the 40 into Santa Fe territory down to the 38-yard line.
What great patience by Jake Raines. Running the bootleg, but see, that's the backside tight end. See, that's his 3rd check. See, what he's checking for is the flat to the next outside receiver and then your backside.
First catch of the season for Caleb Gamble, and it's a big one, 24 yards and a 1st down. Raines under center. Takes the snap, gives to Sanchez Banks. Banks tried right, now cuts back to the left. Didn't find a whole lot, picked up 2 before Olguin brings him down at the 36. 40 seconds to go here, 3rd quarter.
Well, he's dangerous enough to make something happen on that. You notice he stopped in the backfield because everything was basically, they created a new line of scrimmage. Everything was blocked for him to run, and he just worked weak side and made 2 yards.
2nd and 8 coming here from the 36-yard line. 16 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Jake Raines out of the gun, takes the snap, gives to Sanchez Banks. Banks has a nice hole. Chapman on the pull just cleared out a bunch of space there.
Yeah, and it's 3rd and short too.
That'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter. 12 minutes to go here in Broken Arrow as the Tigers try to rally and avoid the upset. Don't go anywhere. 3rd and 3 coming up after this. This is Broken Arrow football.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow is known for offering nice deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, but we don't stop there. Matthews Ford helps to keep your vehicle running right in the quick lane. Tires, brakes, batteries, oil service, you name it, the factory-trained experts at Quick Lane can handle it, and on your schedule. Give it a try. You'll see why life is better in the quick lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
Welcome back to Broken Arrow as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Tigers trailing Edmond Santa Fe 20-14. Broken Arrow has the ball, 3rd down and 3 at the Santa Fe 31-yard line when play resumes.
Well, I tell you, we've gained a lot of yardage back. We were 100 yards short of them. Now we're actually ahead of them. Our possession time's greater. We were 4 minutes behind in possession time. So we have really done a good job here this half, but yet the turnover has put them back into the game.
Jake Raines leads his Tiger offense back out for the fourth quarter. Takes the snap, hands off to Sanchez Banks. Banks has the First National Bank first down and more. Nice little spin move to pick up another yard or two at the end of that run. All the way down to the 24-yard line. And
I love that formation. That's just twins with the tight end on the same side. Really effective formation. It really challenges the defense on how should you line up to them.
Banks is over 100 yards on the night. 5th time this season the Tigers rush for more than 100. Raines gives it right back to him on 1st and 10. Stretching down to the 22. That was his 21st carry of the night.
Yeah, we haven't had that all year, really. We needed that running back that can be solid, that can run a lot of.
Well, that's the thing. Coach Alexander says before the season we don't have anybody that can go for 30 carries. Well, Kewan Tolbert went for 30-something against Jenks, and then Sanchez went for 400 against Westport last week. And so you just never know.
Absolutely.
2nd and 7. Raines is going to throw it here. Far side. Almost intercepted, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, my gosh.
Angelo Rankin is having himself a ball game over there at that corner spot. Almost picked that one off. That was the same guy that took the fumble back to the house.
Oh, God, that would have been to the house, too, if you would have caught that thing.
Tigers escape danger, and it's 3rd and 7.
Come on now. We need to. This is 4-down territory.
Single receiver left, 2 right. Raines, quick pass, incomplete. They're going to say it was incomplete. It was looking for Keon Barnett. Wolves tried to chase it like it was live, and it was thrown forward, incomplete. I think Barnett heard the cavalry coming and started to turn upfield before. Coach Alexander's going to trot Tyler Crawford out here for a long field goal. This will be a 39-yarder. Into the wind.
He can do it. He's got a strong leg.
Here we go from right in the middle of the field. Snap spot. Tyler Crawford's 39-yard field goal is on the way. And it's no good. I think he missed it to the right. Had the distance, but it's wide right.
Oh, man.
So Crawford 3 of 6 on the year now. He has missed from 45, 27, and 39.
He's got the leg. He had the leg. He just missed it a little bit. Well, that was close, though. He didn't miss it far.
Let's go down to Ryan on the field. What's the wind situation like down where you are? Because we can see the flags, but what's it like down there on the field level?
Man, Charlie, it comes in gusts. It is getting a little colder in here, out here, but it does come in gusts, so I am feeling some wind.
Ryan, thanks. This is a first down handoff to Ethan Heitch. Give him about 5 to the 25. 10:35 to go in the game. Santa Fe leading Broken Arrow 20-14. Turnovers have been the story. Santa Fe took over at the 14-yard line off of a fumble, and turned that into a touchdown, and the Wolves returned another fumble, 76 yards to the house.
Well, they're running a stretch play on that last one. They're forcing our safeties to come down and make tackles.
Trips right for the Wolves. 2nd and 5 from their own 25. Jorgen Olsen takes the snap. Quick hitter pass tipped. Darian Moss almost intercepted his own tip ball. Machota was over there too. Holy cow.
God, that's that same play. What? But see, here's the difference is we're playing just man across, so we're up there really tight. And when that guy sits there, we have a guy right next to him.
3rd down and 5 coming here. This is going to be a big play again.
Every time they've tried that play, we have tipped it. And it's probably about 4 times right now.
Line of scrimmage is the Santa Fe 25-yard line. Coach Alexander trying to keep his players back off the sideline. At the near side left hash. Olsen is going to keep it and roll right. Sprint out pass play here. That's caught far side looking for Shetron. And he's got him in front of Marion Horn.
You know, that was a one-on-one situation. You knew something was up because they put the Twins receivers into the boundary and just one to the field and ran like a bootleg pass and just a single receiver out.
Wolves quick to the line here. Handoff to Heitch. Cutting back across the formation. Near side left.
Good job with Campbell.
Ran all over the place sideways, but only got a yard going forward. So 2nd and 9 from the 34.
Campbell Yeager playing downhill was really nice.
9:25 to go here in the game. Tigers trailing Santa Fe 20-14. Jorgen Olsen out of the shotgun. Calls for the snap. Play fake. He's under pressure. Jalen Moss is trying to chase him down. And Olsen fires it complete to Shetron on the far side. Campbell Yeager will force him out of bounds. But what a play by Jorgen Olsen to avoid the rush of Jalen Moss and pick up the first down.
But how nice was that of Campbell Yeager going all the way from the middle of the formation all the way to the field? That's chasing the football. That's what you need. That's effort.
It's Talon Shetron, 22 for Santa Fe, can play sophomore. 5 catches, 112 yards.
They're doing a good job breaking tackles.
Quarterback keeper here, Olsen, is going to run for it. Tripped up by Horn. Inside Tiger territory to about the 48-yard line. Clock running, 8:52 to go here in the ball game. 20-14 our score. Santa Fe leading Broken Arrow.
See, that's what they're doing. They're running the clock right now. They've controlled this whole 4th quarter right now, actually.
David Alexander, as a head coach, is 31-2 in his career against the West Side. The last loss came to Edmond Santa Fe in 2016 in a crazy game down at their place, 18-6.
Those kids are getting tough in there. Marcaselli's getting tough. Campbell Yeager's getting tough in there. They're having difficulty running the football up the middle on us right now. The success they've had has been that stretch.
1 yard run by Ethan Heitch on 2nd down sets up 3rd and 5 from the Tiger 48-yard line. Jorgen Olsen, Santa Fe quarterback, takes the shotgun snap, sprint out left, has a protection, but Tigers bringing the heat, and Olsen has nowhere to go. They're going to bring him down at the 50.
Nice.
Brandon Barwig and Garrett Hinesley team up for the sack, and the punt team will have to come back out as a nice 3rd down stop there for Broken Arrow. Zito Marcaselli,
he's the one
who was right there that forced him back inside. Darian Moss was in there too.
Marcaselli's the one that ruined the whole play to begin with. They run a little sprint out.
He just blew it up.
He just blew it up, and it forced him to go backside. Then he was running for his life.
Torrey Dillard is waiting for the punt at about his 12-yard line. Tigers need a splash here. Belimowitz is punting with the wind. Santa Fe runs kind of a unique coverage scheme where they motion one of the gunners. Belimowitz is kind of trying to pooch this one. It's going to roll, and it's going to roll into the end zone.
No.
They're going to say that, wow, they're going to say it didn't roll into the end zone. It was so close. Oof. They're going to mark it at the 1 yard line.
Well, I tell you, they had a chance to down it because that was a great punt. He just laid it in there and let it roll. Let's see what happens here. Oh, his foot he was in the end zone, wasn't he?
It was 21 Caraway that grabbed it and threw it back before Mason Olguin could down it at the 1 yard line. Tigers will start from their own 1, really their own half-yard line. Jake Raines will just sneak it forward to get some sort of breathing room. Gave him a yard there, and
they kind of move your tackles inside because you know you're going to sneak it. I mean, you can't do what you normally do when you're on the 1 inch line there. So now we've got it out to the 2. So let's see what happens here.
2nd and 9 for the Tigers. 6:23 to go. Trailing by 6. Raines under center. Gives to Sanchez Banks. Banks has a little bit of room. Gets to the 5 before Olguin will bring him down, along with Lede Hudson.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Inside 6 minutes to go in the game. Broken Arrow trailing 20-14 and backed up deep in Tiger territory. 3rd and 5 from the 6.
Well, we need to get this first down right here.
Jake Raines out of the gun. Sets up, has time to fire. Looking deep down the middle, and it's overthrown.
Gosh.
Isaiah Keller was wide open, and they couldn't connect.
Oh, my gosh.
3 and out, and a punt coming into the wind.
Oh, we needed that one. We needed that. He had plenty of time to throw it, too. Had good protection down there.
Santa Fe will go with dueling returners. Crawford gets the punt away. It's short. It hits at the 30, but it takes a Tiger roll at least past the 40. They'll down it at the 42, but Santa Fe will take over in Tiger territory with a 20-14 lead.
Well, this is crucial here too, isn't it?
When we come back, 5:23 to go in the game, it's getting interesting. This is Broken Arrow football.
The Tigers of 1962 compiled an outstanding record of 8 wins and 2 losses. The team featured all-conference stars Charles Harper, Gary Fulps, Paul Collins, Dick Cook, and Bob Weeks. Highlights for the season included a 22-0 shutout of Sand Springs, a 48-26 drubbing of Nowata, and an ever-so-impressive 40-8 rout of Tahlequah. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
Welcome back to Broken Arrow. The Tigers are in trouble, trailing 20-14 with 5:23 to go. Santa Fe has the football, 1st and 10 at the Broken Arrow 42-yard line. This is a handoff to Rankin on the far side.
Oh, good D.
It's going to go nowhere. Jalen Moss on the tackle, close to the Santa Fe sideline, but they keep the clock winding. Tigers have 2 timeouts left. Santa Fe has 3.
Well, the whole thing is we can't let them get a first down right here. What I mean is we can't let them take the time off the clock. We need a 3 and out here, and that's a great start on a play that they've actually been gaining about 5 yards a shot on. Our pursuit was extremely fast at that point.
9th drive of the game for Santa Fe. Wolves have gone 3 and out just twice. Jorgen Olsen takes the shotgun snap. Going to keep it himself, far side right. He's got a seam. Olsen inside the 35. He's got enough for a first down, close to the 30. Jorgen Olsen, give him about 11.
Wow. You know, the thing is, we had a guy there for the quarterback. Quarterback's just a player. You know, he's a quarterback that once he runs, he's a tough runner. He's one that wants to put his shoulder pads down and make extra yards.
10th carry of the game for Olsen is good for 12 yards and a first down. Gives him 51 yards on the night, including a touchdown. 1st and 10 Wolves at the 31-yard line. Olsen hands off to Ethan Heitch. Heitch
Come on, get him down.
Inside the 30, still on his feet, down to the 26-yard line. Time's starting to be a factor because Wolves with Belimowitz are close to making this a 2-possession game.
I know, there's 2 timeouts. We have 2 timeouts left. They have 3, so not that they need to do it.
Santa Fe deliberately heading to the line. 2nd and 5 from the 26-yard line. Jorgen Olsen, high snap. He takes it himself, though. Quarterback power left with the lead blocker. He's going to be hit and brought down for a loss at the 30. 3:20 and counting.
Zeno's playing lights out. Zeno is just unbelievable. But Zeno is in everything right now.
3rd down and 9 coming from the 30. 3 minutes to go in the game. Edmond Santa Fe is 5 of 11 on 3rd down as the Tigers try and get something out of this Memorial Stadium crowd. Play clock goes all the way down to 1, and Kyle White will call timeout with 2:40 to go. It's his first of the half.
Yeah, what do you do here? I mean, I don't know if they have the kicker to kick. I know it's with the wind.
Yeah, it'd be a healthy field goal, even if you picked up, say 5. Say you run it and pick up 5.
That makes it a 2-score.
Right, but that'd still be a 42-yard field goal.
Yeah. So their goal here really is to try to get as much as they can to get the first down. Don't try to go for the end zone. But I said that once before, and then they hit a pass way down the sideline. So my thinking and strategy hasn't been really good tonight.
Thank you. Sorry, Spad, go ahead.
I don't know if this is really a 4-down territory here. You know, it just depends on what they get on this down.
Broken Arrow Tiger Football brought to you in part by our One Club sponsors, St. John Broken Arrow, First National Bank of Broken Arrow, Tulsa Bone and Joint, the Arrow Group, Matthews Ford, and TTCU Federal Credit Union. Thank you all for your support of Broken Arrow Public Schools. 2:40 to go here in the game. Edmond Santa Fe leading number 2 Broken Arrow 20-14.
This is going to be a sprint out pass right here. No.
Olsen, play fake.
Bootleg.
He's going to roll out and fire it under pressure, and it's overthrown, incomplete, no flags. They were looking for Caraway, and it'll be 4th and 9.
And my man Zeno was in there again, doing a great job.
Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field as Jorgen Olsen is on that far side with head coach Kyle White trying to figure out what play to run here. And
you know what I couldn't understand on that? That was a good play if they would have sprinted out, but they ran a play action and enforced it, and Zeno was right all over it. Zeno's been the best player on the field right now for us.
Santa Fe offense comes to the line here. And now they'll spend a timeout. Second timeout of the game, or the second half for Santa Fe. So 1 left for the Wolves, 2 left for BA. 2:34 to go in this one. 4th and 9 upcoming from the Broken Arrow 30-yard line.
God, I don't know. 4th and 9. I mean, you can't punt it, obviously. I understand that. And I'm taking it they just don't have a field goal kicker. Or they don't have confidence in him.
Belimowitz, the kicker, is also the punter.
He missed the extra point.
So, and when I asked Kyle White, Santa Fe did not list the kicker on their depth chart when they sent one. And I was talking with Coach White on the field before the game about Blimowitz because, those names stick with you when it's Blimowitz, because he punted for them last year. We called his name a bunch. I think he might even punted as a sophomore. And I said, is he the kicker too? And Coach White looked at me and said he is tonight, which leads me to believe that there has been some uncertainty at that spot. He's been a great punter, but not everybody can do both as well as, say, like Tyler Crawford and some of these guys. It's two different skills. So the fact that the offense is on the field here says that they're not comfortable. And this would, especially with that, but with that pass being incomplete, this would be a 47-yarder, and that's beefy. Unless you've got, the Rauschenberg kid that was at Union last year that was interesting.
Well, the back is set weak here, so it's not sprint out pass.
Here we go, 4th and 9.
Play action.
Olsen fires a pass on the far side. It's knocked away, incomplete. Marion Horn batted it down. First down, Tigers with 2:28 to go and 2 timeouts.
God, that was just the most worthless play I've seen. It's like they're not even trying. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be that way.
Marion Horn on a bum ankle knocks a fade pass away and comes up huge for the Tigers. 1st and 10 BA.
Try to get the first down. Don't try to score.
That's Robert Spears-Jennings. They split out on the far side, empty. Raines has trouble with the snap again, stays with it. Pass caught to Keller. Keller scrambles for all that for a yard as Jake Raines had trouble with another snap.
See, if we would have worked on our 2-minute offense before half, this would be perfect.
Tigers quick to the line, 2nd and 9. Ball at the 31-yard line, 2:07 to go, clock running. Raines calls for the snap, takes it, adjusts his hand on the laces. He's scrambling back to his right, trying to buy time, looking for something. Now he's going to dump it off on a check down, incomplete. Looking for Sanchez Banks out of the backfield, and it falls incomplete.
Just had a lot of pressure on him right there, and he had to get out of the pocket. But I think he got out of the pocket a little too quick.
3rd down and 9 upcoming. Minute 54 to go here in the game. Edmond Santa Fe 20, Broken Arrow 14.
Still working 4 wide, 2 by 2.
Raines out of the gun, sets up, firing near side. That's caught by Keller. Enough for the First National Bank first down. Mark him out at the 44-yard line. Pickup of 13.
Perfect.
Clock stops with 1:49 to go.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
With 2 timeouts, that power's not out of the equation here. You don't have to throw it every down.
No, but the thing is you got to be.
You can't run it every time, but you got to
use timeout, utilize the sideline, just like we did.
3 receivers left, 1 right. 1st and 10 Tigers from their own 44 with 1:49 to go, down 6. Jake Raines takes the shotgun snap, gets it set, looking down the far near side for Keller. He's caught. Is he inbounds? The officials are conferring, and they're going to mark him in. Let's go down to Ryan. That was right in front of you.
It was pretty incredible. Man, Isaiah Keller, a lot of awareness, got that left foot in. It was probably 6 inches from the sideline. Pretty incredible.
Awesome.
First National Bank, first down all the way down to the Santa Fe 33-yard line.
He got it in, yep.
1st and 10 Tigers with 1:41 to go. Broken Arrow down 6, 20-14.
We bunched the formation now, so we're going to get a lot of spread here.
Raines is looking for Dillard on the near side. It's incomplete. That play only took 3 seconds, though.
That's okay. When you run the sideline there, and if you miss it, the clock is going to stop. We're ready to go. Don't worry about the down and distance right now. It's 2nd down. We got plenty of time. Just get a first down.
2nd and 10. 1:38 to go. Raines out of the gun, passing down the near side for Keller. He's got another one. What a catch by Isaiah Keller inside the 10. They're going to mark him at the 7-yard line.
was awesome.
First National Bank first down, and the Tigers are in the Matt McCoy State Farm red zone with 1:32 to go.
Now we can run the power. Now we can run the power at them.
8th catch of the game for Isaiah Keller as this Tiger Field crowd comes to its feet. 1:32 to go. First and goal from the 7-yard line.
Power.
Raines gives it to Banks. Up the middle he goes, and he's in! Touchdown, Broken Arrow!
Yes!
Sanchez Banks ties it up with 1:27 to go.
Now you can run the power. That's perfect.
Andrew Rain was clearing it out. Adam Yancey on the pull. Nice block from him. And now here comes the extra point. Tyler Crawford is ready to knock this one through with his left foot and give the Tigers the lead. Snap, spot, Crawford nailed it. 1:27 to go.
Baby.
Tigers 21, Edmond Santa Fe 20. Back with the finish after this. This is Broken Arrow football.
Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow is known for offering nice deals on a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, but we don't stop there. Matthews Ford helps to keep your vehicle running right in the quick lane. Tires, brakes, batteries, oil service, you name it, the factory-trained experts at Quick Lane can handle it, and on your schedule. Give it a try. You'll see why life is better in the quick lane. Log on to MatthewsFordBA.com for a no-hassle, informative, convenient, easy way to shop, which is a nice deal. Matthews Ford.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
Play 70-yard scoring drive for the Tigers in just 1 minute, 1 second. Sanchez Banks, 7-yard touchdown run to put the Tigers up 21-20 after an extra point from that guy right there, Tyler Crawford. Jake Raines on the drive passing was 4 of 6 for 65 yards, all 4 completions to Isaiah Keller as Crawford's kickoff is going to bounce out of bounds.
Kickoff goes out of bounds.
As the kick goes out of bounds, Santa Fe will start at the 35, and let's take a look at this deep shot here from Jake Raines down to Keller, and nice body control there to get that left foot in.
Great job. That young man is just awesome.
Tigers on the near side trying to get this crowd fired up. First and 10 from the 35-yard line. Jorgen Olsen. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Wolves have 1 timeout. Olsen out of the gun, down the far side, inbounds. It was caught by Shetron, short of the line to gain. They'll mark him down at the 44. It'll be 2nd and 1, clock running, 1:15 to go. Broken Arrow leading Santa Fe 21-20.
They're staying 2 by 2 wide.
Olsen's going to keep it himself this time, stretching back toward the left. He's got enough for the first down at the 50. He'll scamper out of bounds inside the 45. Clock stops with 59 seconds to go and 1 timeout. Remember, we're not sure about the kicking situation for Santa Fe. The Wolves passed on a field goal on the last drive, but they do have the wind at their back. First and 10, Santa Fe at the BA 44-yard line. And now the flag, 2 of them come in. Looks like we had a false start, and so that'll put the brakes on the Santa Fe drive and back it up to the 49.
Well, you know, we're loosening up our coverage now. I can see Coach Hill waving our guys back, which is smart. Keep everything underneath you. Don't let them go over top.
First and 15, Jorgen Olsen rolling right, fires off balance for Shetron, and he hauled in another one. 7th catch of the game for Talon Shetron, but he was down in play, so the clock continues to run. 43, 42, 41, 40. 2nd and 6. Line of scrimmage is the 39-yard line. Olsen out of the gun. Quick hitter. Receiver slipped and falls. That was Atticus they're looking for. He just fell down. That's incomplete.
So 33 seconds left. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5.
Let them hear you, Broken Arrow.
2 by 2.
3rd and 5. Tigers up 1. Santa Fe trying to rally. Pass near side, caught and dropped. It was dropped by, oh man. Angelo Rankin had it right in his hands for a first down and he just dropped it. Here comes 4th down.
Well, I mean, there's 29 seconds left. They need to get the first down instead of go for it. Let's see what their thinking is.
Andrew Rain was sprinting off late. Coach Alexander will take a timeout. His second. And so we'll reset on 4th down and 5 with 29 seconds to go.
That gives them a lot of time to think about their next play. It may not be so bad after the last 4th down they went for it.
You're watching on ArrowVision. The scoreboard says 3rd, but that's tied into the scoreboard here, which is reading 3, but it is 4th down. The down marker on the field reads 4. So it is 4th down and 5. 29 seconds to go. Broken Arrow leading Edmond Santa Fe 21-20. The ball is at the Tiger 39-yard line. The Wolves need to get to the 34. This has been a wild one. For our sports animal audience, we'll have the scoreboard show coming up just as soon as we are done here. 4th down 5. Coming here for Edmond Santa Fe with 29 seconds to go. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Jorgen Olsen out of the gun. Sets up, fires, hits Shetron. We'll see if they gave him enough forward progress. It was close. It was darn close. I think they're going to give him the first down by about a foot. Yep, they're going to move him on that far side. Shetron just ran a little sit down there.
Yeah, it was just right there, yeah.
Clock, though, continues to run as they set the chains. 15 seconds to go. Olsen takes the snap. Firing down the far side. Caught. Close to the end zone. Where'd they mark him down?
Oh, my God.
They're going to mark Shetron down at the 1-yard line.
That kid's unbelievable. Is he just a sophomore?
Talon Shetron, the sophomore, has been torching this Tiger defense. And Kyle White, the head coach, had to run all the way down to the end zone. They had Marion Horn and Machota on there. And I think Shetron hauled that in with one hand.
I know. It was good coverage, too. But that young man doesn't drop very many passes. I can see why he's getting a lot of looks from a lot of universities right now. Because he's unbelievable.
6 seconds to go. Ball is at the 1-yard line. The officiating crew is huddling.
The problem with the field goal is
it's a tough angle now.
I know. I would, if you're going to kick a field goal, at least take a
delay
take
game
a delay and then
or 2.
Yeah, and then kick it. I know it's high school goalposts, but still, that's a sharp angle.
Ball is on the right hash. 1st and goal from the 1.
He's got one timeout.
Santa Fe's out.
No, they're out now, yes.
Broken Arrow has 1. 6 seconds to go. So in all reality, this is the ball game. Tigers had one come down to the final play at Jinx and escaped. The Trojans were going right into the pride of Broken Arrow, and so is Santa Fe. We'll see what happens here. 1st and goal from the 1. Field goal team is out. Belimowitz puts the puck down at the 8. So it'll be an 18-yard field goal out of the hold of the quarterback, Jorgen Olsen. Snap, spot. shot. The kick is up, and it is good. With 2 seconds to go, Edmond Santa Fe takes a 23-21 lead over Broken Arrow.
Man, what a game! I tell you, that right there just showed how good that receiver is that they have.
Talon Shetron is up to 8 catches for 159 yards on the game. They went to him and found him 1, 2, 3 times on the drive for 28, 10, and 9. Here's another look at that catch.
One-handed catch.
They got him down to the 1-yard line. 2 seconds to go in the game. Broken Arrow in all sorts of trouble, down 23-21. Torrey Dillard is the deep man. Michael Matthews on the far side. Marion Horn on the near side.
Well, they'd be a fool to kick it deep.
You'd think it would be some sort of a squib.
Yeah.
Or even that pooch kick and try and get a fair catch and give the Tigers one play.
Man, what a game, though. I hate to.
2 seconds to go. Edmond Santa Fe leading Broken Arrow 23-21. Belimowitz, the right-footed kick is a squib, fielded, and they'll throw it back. Now it's Keller, still loose. Marion Horn has it. Horn is going to try and stretch it back on the far side. Horn has speed. If they don't clip him, this could be interesting. Horn stretching down that near side. Now he's weaving back, and Marion Horn knocked down at the 15-yard line.
Oh, my God, that was so cool, though.
Edmond Santa Fe pours onto the field as the Wolves have knocked off the Broken Arrow Tigers. 23-21, the final.
Oh, man. What an ending there.
Wow. We'll take a timeout. Postgame show after this. You're listening to Broken Arrow Football.
Can you hear it? It's the sound of hope and health and strength. It's the sound of compassion, of open doors, where people and machines are in tune and miracles occur. It's the sound of personalized healthcare and active communities. It sounds like life, and it's what you hear when you really listen.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner you can count on, like TTCU Federal Credit Union. Right now, you could get $150 when you open a new TTCU checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. What better way to make a difference? Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
The Tigers of 1962 compiled an outstanding record of 8 wins and 2 losses. The team featured all-conference stars Charles Harper, Gary Fultz, Paul Collins, Dick Cook, and Bob Weeks. Highlights for the season included a 22-0 shutout of Sand Springs, a 48-26 drubbing of Nowata, and an ever-so-impressive 40-8 rout of Tahlequah. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
Welcome back to Broken Arrow, where a stunned crowd is filing out of Memorial Stadium as the Edmond Santa Fe Wolves have knocked off the Broken Arrow Tigers 23-21. It was an 18-yard field goal from Caleb Belimowitz with 2 seconds left that put the Wolves in front. Santa Fe led most of the second half. after Angelo Rankin returned a fumble 76 yards to the house with 6:39 to go in the third. That made it 20-14. That was Santa Fe's only offensive touchdown of the half. It took Broken Arrow all the way until 1:27 to go in the fourth to get on the board offensively. Sanchez Banks, a 7-yard touchdown there, made it 21-20. And then Santa Fe got the ball back with 1:27 to go. 8 plays, 64 yards in a minute 25 before Belimowicz knocks through that field goal to win the game. Jorgen Olsen, the Santa Fe quarterback, finishes 16 of 28, 216 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Did have a touchdown on the ground, 12 carries, 59 yards for him. Ethan Heitch, 20 carries, 66 yards and a touchdown, but Talon Shetron, a sophomore receiver for Santa Fe, has to be the player of the game. 8 catches, 159 yards. Didn't score, but set up the game-winning play with that one-handed catch down to the 1-yard line. For Broken Arrow, Jake Raines, 11 of 19, 162 yards, 1 touchdown. Did have a costly fumble that was returned to the house and had a fumble that was recovered deep in Broken Arrow territory that set up another Santa Fe touchdown. Sanchez Banks, 23 carries, 119 yards, 1 touchdown. Michael Matthews, 9 carries, 92 yards and a score. And Isaiah Keller, the leading receiver for B8, 8 catches, 98 yards and a touchdown. Total yards, 352 to 353. Tigers outgained the Wolves by 1. But Spav, you've seen a lot of football and you know that you can't turn the ball over 3 times and
that's
expect
the
to
deal.
win.
You know, we saw that just, last week with OSU. Oklahoma State had 5 turnovers. Turnovers kill you, even though you dominate the game, I felt like. But we just kept finding ways of giving them the ball back. I mean, they were a good enough team to do what they needed to do to win, but we can't have the turnovers in order to do that. But they were getting a lot of yards after catch as well, which was quite difficult because their tight end at Atticus, he was difficult to bring down, and of course Shetron was just unbelievable at what that young man. But I think the whole thing with their offense was Olsen, their quarterback, was just outstanding, and they had fewer turnovers because if you look at the 3rd down conversions, pretty much the same. 4th down conversions, pretty much the same. All the total yardage, pretty much the same. The time of possession is pretty close to the same. So everything was pretty close to the same, but we just didn't make the plays when we needed to.
The district race is now all sorts of jumbled up. The Tigers had a chance to basically put that thing on ice.
Yes.
But now Broken Arrow falls to 3-1 in the district, 5-2 overall. Jinx, Santa Fe, and Norman also 3-1. Jinx and Santa Fe will play in the second to last game of the season. That one will be at Jinx on November 1st. So that one will be an issue as we sort through that sort of thing. You would think the Tigers can win the remaining games as their opponents were just 2-16 coming into tonight. But if you can't hold on to the football, you can have trouble on a lot of nights.
I mean, we can sit there and say a lot of things. I mean, there's no excuses. I mean, you can't talk about our injuries or anything of that nature. We had some great kids there, and defensively they were able to, we had good coverage and everything. They're just making great catches and great throws. And, we had a couple of breakdowns, but that was about it. But other than that, I mean, it was just, you can't blame that. It was just it really boiled down to the turnovers and some penalties.
Broken Arrow will be back home next Friday on the 25th for homecoming against the UConn Millers. UConn was taking on Westmore tonight. That score 49-42 in the fourth at last check. UConn leading Westmore at home tonight. The spotter for tonight's broadcast was Mr. Sean Morgan. Ryan Wyckoff down on the field. The engineer back at Sports Animal World headquarters is Mr. Kenneth Rumsey, and Terry Sprider and Nolan Couch were on the 1s and 2s for ArrowVision and providing on-site support. For my partner, Steve Spavital, this is Charlie Hanema saying good night from Broken Arrow, where the number 2 Tigers fall in a stunner 23-21 to Edmond Santa Fe. Scoreboard show coming up next. Thanks, man.
This ArrowVision broadcast is copyrighted by Broken Arrow Public Schools for the private use of our audience. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the expressed written consent of Broken Arrow Public Schools.